until I saw that episode. I mean that clip. This whole time. This is almost a year later.
Wait, wait,
I
wait, wait, wait,
never
wait,
knew
wait.
she thought I said that.
Wait. Pause, pause, pause. I don't want to run too fast now. So I want to just make it very clear because I want to be able to make sure we're getting in alignment with what we're saying here. So just as a premise starting off, you're saying that the information that came to Maya came from Mika.
Yes, and they admitted that they
Okay,
did that.
so it came from Mika, right? So let's establish that. We're establishing that.
Right.
First things first is you never said it directly to Maya to her face. So that's what you're saying right now, right?
I never called Maya a B or F this ever to her
To
face.
her face.
I would never do that. I
Okay,
would
that's cool. That's
never
cool.
do that.
And I know you didn't say that because the clip doesn't show that. The clip doesn't. She doesn't. The clip doesn't say that she called her a B to her face. We know that already. So you're filling in the blanks. I get it. So you're saying that okay, the blanks is that Mika's the one that fill in that information.
Right.
Now in the clip though on the show,
Right.
the confessional,
Right.
you are
Which is
actually
still
saying that you
2 weeks
because
later.
what we're now debating is now what we're because what you're establishing for I want everyone to understand this because I don't want people to miss it, right? We're establishing two things here because I want to make it very clear what we're establishing. The very first thing you're establishing is you didn't say the B word to her directly, okay?
Correct.
All right.
Right.
That was Mika who said that information and got past her. Okay, great. Number two, what we need to establish was, did you call her the B word behind her back?
I
That's what
did
we need to
not.
establish.
I did not. I did not. I did
So
not.
you, okay, wait. So you didn't call her the B word behind her back. What
Not in
did you
that
say
instance.
then?
No. No. Absolutely not.
So what was you doing in the confessional when they asked you about you saying the B word about Maya?
So we all know, and I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, blame it on editing," but editing is real. Aries, you should be the most sympathetic about this whole situation. You've been through the show. You know how they mix things up. I laughed because this dude was on the couch and he moved and it sounded like he farted, and I thought they were gonna make it like I did that. And then they asked me that question, and I said because I did, according to Mika. They cut the according to Mika part out, and then you hear me jump right in when I said, F this situation. If you just open your ears and listen, you can hear how the clip is chopped up. You can hear how it's chopped up. I said, I did according to Mika. All that taught me is learn better sentence structure. I should have said, according to Mika, I did. That's all that taught me. I shouldn't have left any room for them to be able to cut anything out. I said I did according to Mika. Mika even in the chat said he probably don't remember because he was drunk. That's what she always tries to make. She's trying to make me seem like some drunk. She, we're gonna get into that. Let's. I said we'll get into that later. I said I did according to Mika. That's what I said in my confessional, which was filmed 2 weeks later, and I was there. They called me in at 4 o'clock. I didn't start recording my confessional until about 9, 10 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm covering 5 episodes. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, damn near. Vanessa hasn't even gone yet. I never like you guys have to take all that in consideration. You all guys are seeing a finished product that owns or Lighthouse technically. What is it? Lighthouse? Maybe. Lightheart technically is showing you. You're seeing a finished product. You're not seeing, and I don't blame y'all for that, right? That's not y'all problem. But you are seeing manipulation. Just like how they showed me on the vacation where it looks like Tommy came and said men was going to get eliminated, and I said, and then that's when the whole meeting with Will and them happened. That's not what happened. We had that meeting first, and I was trying to protect Mika because she got in an altercation with somebody, and then that's when we found out that men were getting eliminated. And Maya, Mika, all the guys would vouch for that. Editing. Aries is a cast member. She should know how editing works. She should know. I'm pretty sure they did her dirty with the edit. I'm not the first cast member that they did dirty with the edit.
Now, whilst I hear you, okay, I want to know what is the motivation then for Mika saying that you said she's a B word and saying it to
Are
Maya?
you
What
are
would be
you
the
asking my
motivation of that?
personal
So what did
opinion?
she hear?
Are you asking my personal opinion?
Yeah, I'm asking because obviously you're saying to me that Mika,
So you're
said that
asking
she
my
heard the B word.
personal opinion. I
I'm
don't
asking
know
your
the
personal opinion.
system. My
Why is it
personal
that you feel
opinion,
that Mika ends
it's
up
a,
telling
it's a
Maya
twofold
that?
thing. It's a twofold
Okay.
thing. Number one, I feel like Mika wanted to be the only one to make it to the bridge, and she acts like she thought she was going to get a spinoff, so she sabotaged a lot of things. Number two, if you're really asking my personal opinion, I think Mika was jealous about how I treated Maya because she was not getting that same attention from Justin. I think she was jealous of how I pursued Maya, the things I did for Maya, how I felt about Maya that quickly, and she was jealous. She the one who called me the simp. That's why I said in my confessional, I'm not a simp. She called me a simp. She said I was sprung. She said all these things about me, about how I felt about Maya. All the other women too. They talk about I was in a sunken place. They talk about I deserve better. They were telling me she was doing me dirty. I've even showed Maya that proof. Hell, I showed you that proof. Now, did Mika did not call me a simp.
I mean, by the proof that you showed me, yes. But okay, but going back now. So what did you say to Mika that Mika decided to take that information to her? What did you say?
I did say so. Let me explain the whole night. Let's start this. Okay.
Before you get there, no, before you get there, I'm gonna let you explain it. Just quickly, what did you say to Mika?
I
Just so we
said
get a quick answer.
after we went to the next spot, it wasn't directly at the same spot. It wasn't at Lava because I went and
Okay.
me and Zoe, we had a good time. Then that's when Zoe told us to go to this other spot. I think it was called like Twisted Burger or something. I got everybody in, and then I was having some drinks, and then I was like, man, I'm about to go home. So I walked outside in the parking lot, and Mika was just like, "What's wrong? Your energy is off." Da 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 da. And I was just like, you know what, man? I saw what happened with her and Hope dude. You know, I really don't need this. I was like, man, fuck the situation. Me, I like if you know me, everybody know I say I get bitches. Me and Jonathan just had some girls at my crib. I'm about to go back to that situation because that's what it was. That's just the honest truth. And then she's like, nah, just calm down, come in. I was like, all right, cool. I went back inside. I chilled for like 2.5. And then I was just like, man, nah. And I left. The only disconnect I thought me and Maya had that night was that I left them without telling. And she knew I was mad, but I
Okay,
didn't
okay.
know she.
Before you tell the story, I just want to make this very clear again. Okay, so you because I want to make it very clear. I want to understand where you're coming from. Make it very very clear. Use the only B word that you use. You're saying, and I want to make it very clear because when someone else comes and they tell their story, they're going to contradict or maybe they're going to say what they're going to say. So you're telling me that during a conversation between you and Mika at another spot after you finish that club scene, I know you're going to explain it, but after then that's when you had a conversation and then said you get B word, you get no, not to her, but you said you get bitches basically. That's what you said. You
I
said
said
you
I
get
get bitches.
yeah.
Me and Jonathan was just with some bitches at my crib. I'm about to go back to that.
So you're saying that Mika took that word, ran with it, and then said to Maya that you called her a B word. So
I'm
you're
not.
saying that basically Mika lied. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're
To
telling
be
me?
honest, I'm not sure what Mika told her because I did not know this information until I just saw that clip. I didn't even know she thought I called her that.
But
That's the
I
crazy
thought
part.
you were saying that you were apologizing because you already dealt with this a year ago. So, so how
Right,
you not so how you not knowing
right.
to the clip situation that you called her a
The
B
thing
word
that
because I
we
thought
dealt with was me leaving. That scene where I was supposed to meet her mom, and her cousin or her sister was supposed to come. Her mom couldn't make it. Then her cousin or sister was supposed to come. We were waiting outside for 2 hours because we were in the middle of nowhere. They ended up not coming. And well, the head producer had to come and figure out the situation. He pulled me to the side. He like, man, I know you've been taking everybody out outside the show. You fucking with my livelihood. You fucking with people's lives. You doing this. That's not cool. That's not cool. And I was like, all right, bro, my bad. My bad. And then that's when they changed the game plan. And the reason why I'm laughing during the whole sit down with Maya is because number one, we had to film that scene 3 times. Number two, I didn't even know how they were going to play it because they were trying to make the storyline about me talking to her on the phone, and like it just didn't make sense. So I had to keep dancing around certain things because it was supposed to be this situation happened over the phone. That's the storyline that they wanted to go with. And it wasn't until the next episode where I was just like, yo, I can't do this because this sounds crazy. If all this happened over the phone, it's going to make me sound crazy. So I'm like, I'm not doing this unless we keep it real and we talk about us hanging outside the process. And that wasn't even our first time hanging outside the process. So, like, that was, to me, it was just BS. It's just BS.
Okay, well, listen. I mean, listen. You opened yourself up now, yeah? Because like this is a super panel, and you wanted to come and say your piece, so that means you've opened yourself up. All right. I got Jay and Seaway in the background. I'm gonna take a back seat.
Wait, can I explain what actually
No, no, no,
happened?
no, no. You have to explain to them because they got some
To
questions for you now.
who? I'm here for you,
To
bro.
Jay and Seaway, no, because you opened yourself up. If you come on
Who's
a super
Jay?
panel, it's a super panel. This is not a individual my one. This is a super panel. You've opened yourself up by coming here. They're gonna ask you some questions, so you have to accept that.
Fine.
You can't talk anymore. Yeah, I've
I'm,
let you. We've done 10 minutes.
all right,
You
it's your
opened
house,
yourself up to it.
Odell. It's
So
your
they're
house.
gonna. I'll let you explain. I'll still let you have your talk, but they're gonna ask you questions. And they're gonna be respectful because they're respectful panelists. But you have to be ready for the questions that
No,
come
they're
because you
not
decided to come on the super
respectful
panel.
at all. But it's your house, so
They'll be
I'll
respectful.
let
You
you
be
do it.
respectful too. If they're not being respectful, I'll let them know. But don't worry, everyone's gonna be respectful. So you gotta be ready to ask some questions, bro. Because you decided to come up in there and you want to clear some things. They're gonna ask you some questions.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Before I get to that stage, listen, those of you in the audience, we have 445 people of you in the audience. If you haven't liked the live, please like it already because you know what? This is the kind of great content we always produce for you guys as well. It's sure to be a great show going forward. And for the audience members, if you're not a member already, what are you doing? We have over 600 members. Why are you not a member already? The link is in the chat. It's pinned up. Get yourself a membership. It's £1, $1. I made it cheap so you don't have to suffer. Okay, all right? Now, I would say it costs as much as a coffee, but it don't even cost that. So grab yourself a membership, get on board, and make sure you're part of the conversation today. Okay? Today. All right? We appreciate you. I already got one of the members too. Listen, Dag Gifted. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining the membership. I hope you're enjoying the show. And the rest of y'all, listen. It's about to get tasty from here on out. I got Seaway and Jay in the background, and I'm sure they got questions for Laron as well. All right, let's get this show pop in. All right, cool. Listen, I would have played it, but I think it gets copyrighted the music. So,
There's no copyright on that music or whatever.
oh, is it not? Oh,
No.
okay, I didn't know that. Okay, next time I got y'all intro you with that then. Listen, Seaway, Jay, listen, I'm taking a back seat because I know you guys got questions for Laron. You want to ask me a question, please, one at a time. Please just keep it respectful. I don't want him to blow a gasket. I don't want you guys to blow a gasket. You know what I'm saying? I want everyone to have a good time. But
We
please,
said we were
ask me the questions.
disrespectful. When were we disrespectful?
I don't know, but listen,
We're not
that's
doing all that. I'm not.
ask your questions that you wanted to ask.
I want him to keep explaining. He can speak
No,
because
we can just focus on the present. Let's focus on the present.
I was lost by the past. I'm really confused by the whole story.
That's okay. I feel for you.
So Seaway, I'll let you go first. Talk to me. What's the question you want to ask Ron, and let's see what he wants to say. Go for it.
I mean, I really couldn't follow his story to even ask him a question. So Jay can go ahead. I want to make sure I understand the story. I was actually listening intently to understand, and I was lost. So Jay.
Fair enough.
So focusing on the present and present time, you have put a tweet up that continues to refer to women as the B word, which also doubles down in grouping Maya into that category once again. If you do you realize do you realize how that groups her into the category? Because when you sit there and say, whether you said allegedly you said, I got bitches at home, when you say that, that refers to she's one of the bitches that you got that's not at home.
Okay, I can see your point.
So when you go with the tweets again, therefore putting the same word back in there, not just the tweets, but then the IG post of the song, Me and My Bitch, which Jay-Z says up in the thing, you again are confirming your double down on calling her this, and you think that is going to help your situation?
No, the song was Song Cry. It was more focused on the hook. You can't control the timing of the song.
You
It
can.
was just basically
You
me
actually can't control the
expressing.
timing of the song.
I don't know how to do it. I'm not really on like that. You see, I maybe since the show, I haven't posted in like 3 years before the show. The song was basically, it's just like what Jay-Z said. You're not gonna see no tears coming down my eyes, so I'm gonna let the song cry. I'm gonna get what I need to say out, and we're gonna go from there. It had nothing to do with. I wouldn't. I was just on y'all panel a couple of weeks ago telling you how much I admire this woman. Why would I call her like that? I don't view her the same way as like y'all do. Like I just don't. Like I know y'all think she's fine as hell and she's too bad to be with me, but I don't view Maya like that. The reason why I like Maya is totally different from her beauty. So like I don't view her the same way. So maybe that may have came across to you, but that wasn't my intent at all.
What comes across to me is not really that much, but I'm saying how it comes across to other people. What comes across to me is that you're leading with your ego, because that song is an ego pride song that I can't even cry for you, that I got to let the song cry or whatever, stuff like that, that I'm not going to shed a tear because my ego won't let me. That's what that song says, actually. And so when you're trying to get your woman back, your lady back, or get back on her good side, your ego should never be in play.
Why? Hers is.
Hers is for a reason. Hers is for protection or whatever. Yours is to be sitting there because you have violated her.
I didn't violate her though. That's the crazy part. I didn't do it. Like, just imagine you in a courtroom and people are saying, "Yo, you did that shit. You did it, and you know you didn't do it."
So why is she saying that you did that? Why is she saying that?
Who, Mika or
Why
Maya?
is Maya saying?
Because she got that information from Mika.
Who you're saying is trying to sabotage you guys' relationship.
I said that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's what it is, but if you ask for my personal opinion, absolutely.
So Maya never heard those words from you. It was all hearsay from Mika. That's what you're saying?
Yes. And I don't know what they're gonna show in the next episode, but we addressed that. Now Owen has this way of trying to paint me to be his villain, which I'll take that, right? So I don't know what they're gonna show because I didn't even watch the last episode, but there's 2 clips that they made. One a digital exclusive clip, which Kojo showed in the beginning, and that's before me and Maya actually started. I won't say dating because she said she never dated me in her life, which okay. Before we started hanging out outside the process, and then between that first date and that clip that y'all saw in the episode, we hung out. I think maybe 2 or 3 times from there. And then there's another clip, which I'm not sure if they're going to, well, we got our social assets. So they showed the pictures, but I'm not sure if it's going to be in the next episode or not. So I don't know. But there's information missing.
So why in the confessional did you admit to calling her a B in the confessional?
Again, I don't know if you were here when Kojo was.
I actually.
So there's 2 things at play there. The reason I'm laughing is because there was a guy sitting on a leather chair, and we got up. It made a fart noise, and we're laughing because I'm like, "Yo, don't make it seem like I did that." Number 1. Number 2, I said because I did according to Mika, but they cut that part out. All that taught me is to learn better sentence structure. I should have said because of Mika, that's why Maya thinks that. And then honestly, because of the fart thing, I thought it was a blooper. They asked me the question a second time, and I gave them a completely different answer.
But you were concerned about looking like a simp, though. That part wasn't.
Mika kept calling me a simp. She kept calling me a simp. Another cast member said I was in the sunken place. Other cast members telling me that Maya is playing me. Other cast, like, yes, This was filmed, my confessional was filmed 2 weeks later, after a lot of things have transpired. And Kojo, did I not show you a text message where Mika called me a simp? Because of things that I was trying to do for Maya, and things like okay, I do admit, I fell for Maya pretty quickly, right? I'll take that. So the things that I was trying to do for Maya, the way I was expressing myself to Maya, and the way I was going about it, a lot of the cast members kept either calling me a simp, saying she was playing me, saying I was in a sunken place, saying I was sprung. They were all saying that. And I felt a lot of that came from that night when we were out and those other cast members was there and they saw her interacting with that other dude.
Were you concerned about being a simp for Koshia as well? Because you mentioned that with Koshia, you didn't want to be a simp.
Did I?
I believe so.
I did. I didn't really.
Okay. Let's take a breath for a second. Let me do this. Let me talk to you like a friend. Okay. Besides all of that, instead of doubling down with the post that you made, wouldn't it have been easier just to sit there and say, hey, I know it looks like what I said was blah, 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 but that was never my intent. And however you took that, I apologize for it.
I've apologized to this woman.
But see, the thing is, the apology is not public. This is being public. So instead of the tweet that you put out, I'm saying, and I'm trying to talk to you like as I would talk to one of my friends for real. The tweet that you put out looks even worse because now it does is you standing on that business that you said before.
Yeah.
Instead of standing on that business, stand on the business of the apology that you gave her and said, don't let this, we had this conversation. I've apologized to you once before. I never intended when I said to her, to meet her, meaning Mika, that I got bitches or whatever, I was classifying you in that category.
I didn't even think of it that way until you brought it up. I didn't think that I was classifying her in that way, but I do see a point where you said that also includes her. I wasn't thinking that way at the time.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, would you be open to giving her that apology, though?
Yeah. There's not a lot of things I'm not willing to do for Maya. Let's just put it there. I've always followed my pride for her. I've always.
Can we give him that space? Can we give him that space to make that apology, Kojo? It was a public thing. You put it on public thing. We give you that space to make that apology for.
Y'all gonna put me on the spot right now? All right. Can I do it in a little bit later where it'll be a little more sincere?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Aries has a super chat, has a question.
Says, for clarity, didn't you say, first of all, it's Aries, shout out to Aries. For clarity, didn't you say you didn't know Maya thought you called her a B until it aired? Did this come up at the reunion, she's asking?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't. It didn't. And that's I'm literally as shocked as everybody else. I'm literally like as shocked as everybody else. It did not.
So when did this whole issue come up? After it's aired? Right now? Is this a big issue? Yes. So up until this point, how have you and Maya's relationship been? Up until this point?
Well, according to her, there's no relationship, right?
Right.
So let's make that clear, because I don't want her to call me a liar. But we've hung out a couple times. I've made significant changes in my life for Maya. A lot of women were always talking about how I always had women on my stories, women over my house, always posting nails, always out on like that. I stopped doing that. Besides, my vacation that just passed. I stopped drinking a lot. I don't even go out Wednesday through Sunday anymore. I probably go out maybe twice a month. I moved from my area because my area was a party area. I moved it. I don't know if y'all could tell from my last interview, but I'm in a new spot. I started going to therapy. to manage my anger. What else? And I'm not saying this was all necessarily for Maya, right? That's would be selfish to put that on her, right?
I respect that.
It is for the betterment of myself. I I've always wanted to stop partying, like I said on the first episode, but I felt like I was trapped. So I said, why not try to make those changes now?
So I want to talk about what you just said. I just have one quick question I'm going to forget. Why did Maya's mother not come? Was that a legitimate reason, or was it because she was upset about what she thought she heard? Because you're saying that this is only coming up now.
So two things could be true at once. From my understanding, because what Maya has told me, she said that her mother couldn't come, and then she tried to get, it was either her sister or her cousin. It was one of those two. And we were waiting for like 2 hours. Her sister kept saying that her sister or cousin, I would probably use those interchangeably, but she kept saying her sister or cousin was coming, and that's what we were waiting for. And then Anthony had, oh shit, the head producer had to show up, and we had to figure it out. And that's when he had that talk with me saying that I was fucking up people's lives, I was fucking up people's livelihoods. He got upset that I was taking people out, which I did. The second time we went out and everybody showed up, I did not invite everybody. It was literally just a mean ass coincidence. I did not know Zoe was going to be there. I did not know Mika or Rashid. Well, I think I knew Mika was going to be there because me and Mika was like best friends at the time, well, at least I thought. And then I did not know Rashina was going to be there. So he was putting that blame on me. And I think that's when it clicked in their mind that they were going to fuck me over and downplay my storyline. They didn't even show, after the lounge, Maya couldn't even make it to a date because she had to work, and they knew that. But they still made me drive to a date to make it seem like she ghosted me. That's the kind of games they played. That's the kind of games they played. They knew she wasn't going to show up, made it seem like she ghosted me, made me send her a message that pissed her off even more, and then called me after I left that date and told me, do not call Maya, do not text her. I know you're going to do that New Jersey shit. Do not call her, do not text her. They were literally setting me up to fail because they thought I violated their policy, so they wanted to rewrite my story, I guess.
I guess this is what's like kind of confusing, right? And I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I like to give everyone glass half full, not half empty, what most people would know about me. But the confusing part is that we know that you said something that Maya was aware about, right? Or heard from Mika, because she mentions it in the ladies' lounge, and then they ask you about it 2 weeks later or whatever. So it was relevant at that time. What's not making sense is two things. If Mika was your homegirl, why is she trying to snake you, right? I'm not saying she's not.
No.
I'm not saying she's not, but that just seems weird. And
it's very weird.
Two, if Maya mentioned it during that time, right? In that time, she mentioned it. I'm not saying she mentioned it to you, but she mentioned it at the ladies' lounge, and you were asked about it in your confessional at some point. Why were y'all cruising for the last 8 months, and this is only an issue now? Like,
I don't know.
For us, we don't understand that.
I don't understand either. That's the crazy part.
It's a question for Maya too.
We should get some clarity on that, because I think that's the reason why people are thinking either you're a liar or she's not saying something. Because if you were in our shoes, that story doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either. And the crazy thing is, before that episode aired, the week before, I texted her and I said, remember the good times. Before they show us beefing, remember the good times. And she said, it's just a TV show. And that's what I'm like, okay, bet. And we talked after that. I don't understand why she's on this tirade against me right now. I swear to God, I don't know why. I don't know why. And I even said it. I said, why are you going out your way to try to disrespect me now? And she said we were way past that. We were way past that. She said I should have, even though she knew I didn't say she was a B, I should have just, instead of bringing other cast members in to defend me in the comments, because that's what happened, she said I should have just manned up, took accountability, and moved on like a man. Which later I did it. I shouldn't have said I shouldn't have said the whole I got B's, da 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 da, especially because I really did care about Maya. It was my ego, right? It was my ego. And me and her talked about that numerous of times where my ego got in my way. So I apologize. I won't say I don't want to lose her because obviously she's never was mine, right? She said she never dated me, she never liked me, da 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 da. I don't want her to not be in my life. So I apologize because I care about her more than I care about anybody's public perception of me.
Can I? Okay, so one or two things. One, I'm gonna say you should have probably peeped the way she left William alone when the shit came out about him in that moment. So you should have known that was probably one of your fates coming up anyway. Two, let's put this scenario out here. Me and you go out, Seaway out there with us, right? You get mad at me, you go out and talk to Seaway. Seaway is our mutual friend. Because mind you, you guys are all coming into this situation, so you guys are pretty much all mutual. You start telling Seaway, man, F this shit. I got bitches, this, that, and that. I got asked Seaway, what happened? Seaway replies to me, he said, F this, I got bitches, that, whatever, and stuff like that. You're not necessarily calling me a bitch. But what I'm going to be mad at is the whole conversation that you're actually having, and not necessarily with Seaway, but you're actually grouping, you know, like you got some other shit, I'm not nothing or whatever and stuff like that, that you're going to leave the situation. It is not Seaway's fault that she's caught in the middle because one, you divulged the information to Seaway and I asked her what happened. Right. She's being a friend to us both.
But so there's, I understand your point. But me and Mika's situation, she has called me and vented to me about her connection numerous of times. And I never said anything. That's why me and Mika was so close. Like, I know y'all said, why are they on a date together? They don't have a connection. And she said in the confessional, we be talking every day. We had a connection. It just wasn't a love connection. We had a very tight friendship. I felt like Mika was the only other person on the show that I can trust because she's vented to me about her frustrations and things that's going on with her connections. I thought it was safe for me to do the same. So I get your point where you're saying Seaway is our mutual connection, but so was one of her other connections, right? Which we can all assume who it is.
Yeah. Okay. So with that same logic, has Justin ever came up to you and asked what Mika said about him?
Once, and that was technically supposed to be on that episode, but it didn't make it, and I didn't say anything. I've never divulged any information that Mika ever told to me about how things were going, the things that were going bad, the things that were going good, any of that. I felt like, okay, you can trust me with your secrets, I can trust you with mine. I was literally, like, she's called me yelling, talking about da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and this da-da-da-da-da-da, and I never once decided to text Justin and say, yo, Mika's tripping. She said XYZ, da-da-da-da-da. So she's done that at least 5 to 10 times before I did that one thing to her. So I'm thinking, okay, if I trusted these amount of secrets from her, I trusted these amount of secrets for her, I should be able to trust her with one of mine. That's the only caveat.
When did y'all actually fall out, you and Mika?
We fell out right before the reunion. We only fell out because I had to pick a side between the men and the women, and I picked the men. I was very upset that I could not spend the reunion with them. I was more so upset I couldn't spend a reunion with Mika than Maya. Me and Mika, I thought was like, I thought I could give Mika my social security number. Like, that's how much I trusted her.
Okay.
Me and Mika, and then honestly, Mika did tell me that she told Maya something. She didn't tell me what she told her, And she said, what you did wasn't right. And I accepted it. I said, okay. And she told me that. And I was like, okay. And I forgave, even though, you know what I mean? It was, I guess it's technically nothing to forgive, but I forgave Mika because I felt like that one minor hiccup shouldn't ruin our whole friendship. And she did what she thought was in the best interest of Maya, which I can respect. But I did not know the context of what she told Maya. That's what the issue is.
Oh, it sounds like there's a few things, right? I'm echoing. One, I want to go back to what you said before. I commend you on the work that you've done. It takes a lot to be on TV and to, look at yourself and try to evaluate some of the issues. I know some of the negative things that you probably said, Jay and I said, or I said, is related to stuff that it sounds like you're trying to fix. The drinking, it sounds like you have trust and discernment issues, because a lot of this that I'm hearing is a lot of trust that just really shouldn't be there.
Yes, yes.
I don't.
Yes.
It sounds like, I don't want to speak for Maya. Maya seems like a beautiful lady, but it sounds like she's not doing well with the public backlash that she's.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And so she doesn't want to really deal with you, which you're going to have to respect. But it sounds like you did something drunk. You were saying stuff to Mika. You shouldn't have been saying it. But also, you had a lot of trust in Mika that you shouldn't have had. So from here, all I can say is it sounds like you need better discernment. Stop the drinking, because you were drinking when you cussed out Koshia, which was very ugly. You were drinking when you said all these B's and whatever, I get B's about Maya. And I think a lot of women are very triggered by men who get drunk and start doing the stuff that you're doing. So you're going to get some backlash because we've all experienced it and we don't like it, So I'm really happy that you're working on that, because it seems like when you're sober, outside of you talking in a little bit of circles, because I understand you now, but it was hard at first. You seem like you're a fine person. It doesn't seem like there's nothing too wrong with you, but the drinking and lashing out is not good. And I do want to stress, I think when I said, and I said this before about the out your league situation, it seems like you're going for very spectacular, at least on paper, women, but then you don't seem comfortable in that space.
My ex-girlfriend looked better than Maya.
It's not about looks. It's not just about looks.
There's no women I think is out my league. I've dated doctors. I don't look at just people's looks.
I know, Laron, you may not think it in the front of your brain, but it looks like it's coming across somewhere in the back. That's what I'm saying. You're going for the top notch. I commend you for that.
Yeah.
When you're going for top notch chicks, you can't be doing some of the stuff that you're doing, because then it looks like you're insecure in that space. Because if you're dating doctors, people who allegedly look better than Maya, all the things, those type of women get attention on a daily basis.
It's about
people
how you
are going to call you simps because they're hating on you, because maybe they don't want you to have this amazing girl, right?
And I think that's what it was.
So now if somebody calls you a simp again because you bagged a 10, then you got to be comfortable. I'm a simp. What's up? That really is your response. Who cares what they think?
Yeah, that's what we talked about. That's what we talked about. We talked about that.
Well, Sean's got some questions for you. I know you got to explain your situation with the club, but let Sean ask those questions, and then you can explain the club scene fully so we understand where you're coming from. Thank you, Laron, for this. We appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess I'm not going to get into the weeds of who said what. More of my questions are around what you learned from all of this, and like if you could look back, what would you do differently, knowing what you know now?
Well, what I learned about this is stop putting your trust in people that you don't really know. Another thing is sentence structure. Another thing is don't be cheap, right? The whole situation started because I was trying to be cheap. What else? Obviously, I should think things through more before, just saying it. And again, like, stop thinking of my downfall towards the end is because I think I was thinking of other people's opinions. And I let that take control of me. I start hearing the rumors, I start hearing other people's opinions, and I let it get the best of me. I just never dated anybody publicly before. I keep a very private relationship. So this was the first time I was dating people, somebody publicly, and I let it get the best of me. I did. I know better now. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, and then again, of course, like I cut back on the drinking. I started going to therapy. I just started removing myself out of situations where I saw it was leading to a life that I didn't want to live. One of the biggest things that woke me up, I swear to God, I was at this lounge called I think Epic or something like that, and it was this old ass man in there with his suit and top hat on, and he was just drunk trying to dance with all the young girls, and I was just like, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna end up like that dude. So that was like, I just want to change the trajectory because I like I expressed to her before I was 31 on the show. I felt like I should have had kids already. Like the way I lived my life and I built my life, I built it to be designed around me being a husband, a father, having kids, having a house, and just that's the way I built my life. And because of COVID, I kind of just got off track because I was locked down too much. And then when I was able to get back outside, I just started partying too much. So I just had to remove myself from those situations. I'm no longer in a party town. I'm out in the cut, and I'm just, trying to work on things.
So if we can, let's just go back a little bit to your lesson, because if I'm hearing it, when you said your lesson was to be conscious of who you trust, right? Which I can totally understand that, because that's something everybody needs to work on, but really just root causing it, which was the main thing that triggered this situation, was Maya talking to another guy, and that upsets you. So in that moment, if you could recreate that, if you was out together, whether it's Maya or another girl, how would you handle that scenario?
Well, to be honest, so I said in the video, I guess in the confessional, I did say that she was hooked up getting some dude's number. I don't know if that's even true. I did start talking to that dude, and I did get mad, right? And I think it's only because I did get mad. I did get mad. I'm not sure if she was getting that dude's number or not, but at the time, that's what I thought. That was my perception, right? And I shouldn't have automatically assumed, right? I should have played it a little bit more cool. But again, I was teed up. Like I was super teed up. We was at another spot. We were taking a bunch of shots, and then we got to the next spot. Well, yeah, we were taking a bunch of shots at the first spot, but I didn't say anything to Mika until we got to the next spot. That's because I had a few more drinks, because we just wanted to keep the party going. So, but yeah, I should have played it more cool, and I should just trust her, right? Like one thing, one of the chicks I used to mess with told me after the show is that love isn't possessive, right? You can't see a flower and because you like the flower, pick it because it'll die. You just have to let it let it flourish. I gotta let her do her because she is fine as hell. Fine. I actually retract one of my statements earlier. One of my exes is not finer than Maya. Maya is the finest woman in the world. So I just gotta let her do her, right? It is gonna be a lot of dudes that are gonna try to hit on her and stuff. But I think one of the things I was trying to get across to her, because I thought she was new to Dallas. From my understanding, she only been here for 6 months. But at the time, she only been here for 6 months. But I guess she's been in Houston. I thought she came straight from Mississippi. So I thought she was green. A lot of dudes here in Dallas will try to talk to your chick on purpose. They will do that just to see, like, oh, you with that dude? And I still like they'll even go back to their friends and brag, be like, yo, yeah, you see that girl over there with her dude? Yeah, I just got her number while he was in the bathroom. Da 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 da. Like a lot of dudes in Dallas are like that. A lot of dudes in Dallas front, like they just are like that. So I was trying to protect her because I thought she was a little bit green, which was the wrong thing to do, right? If I can admit that. I see, like.
But wait, Laron. See, I think that's where you go off course because you cursed in reference to other women, and
Yeah,
you was
because I used to
talking
be that
about
dude. I used to be that dude. I
right,
used
but
to be that dude. I used to
I
get.
think, but just hold on one second. Let me finish. I think the problem is like I was understanding your train of thought until you started to say you were trying to protect her. That doesn't look like protection if you are telling her friend what other chicks you can get. You know, where's the protection for Maya and you going off like that?
I can admit that I was wrong. Like it was my train of thought at the time. At the time, I can admit that I was wrong. I'm not a robot, right? Like I don't compute things perfectly. I make mistakes. I know the whole situation overall. I was wrong. And that's why I apologized to her numerous times. I know the overall situation. I was wrong. I'm not taking that away from that. I'm just taking what was said that's wrong. But in the overall how the situation played out, yes, I was wrong. I was wrong because again, Maya is not somebody that I want to lose, whether that's a friendship or whatever. That's not somebody I do not want in my life. I want her in my life for as long as I can.
So I understand you say I'm a big protector. I'm an oldest child or whatever and stuff like that. I'm big on protection. But when I protect, I don't come at the people I'm protecting, especially if those people are survivors of DV and what the case is and stuff. And that was the wrong thing that you did in that
I didn't
moment.
even know that.
The best protection that you should have did was intervene and say, hey, how you doing? My name is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been a better form of protection to let the dude know, hey, she is here with somebody.
Right. I agree with that.
And like Sean even tell you like Sean is not our dude, but when we out and dudes is all in our face, Sean comes up. Hey, how you doing? Y'all good? Everything good? That's what protection looks like for us. And that's the type of protection we need. Especially when people are hiding in the bushes.
Folks were hiding in the bushes. In Texas, no less.
Texas take another
Something in the water.
Sorry, Laron. But I'm just saying, like, you know, going forward, you got to be mindful. A lot of us women do go through altercations with people in our lives that have us in situations. And the last thing you want to do is put her in a predicament feeling like this is what it's going to lead to, because that what you did is the first setup that generally happens for a person that end up in DV. Because they like to disguise it as protection. I'm protecting you. But who are you protecting me from? Yourself? Because when you start protecting me, then you be the one who start putting hands on me to keep me inside, saying I'm protecting you from everybody else out there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So especially when you're handling a woman who has come from that, that's a red flag for her.
Yeah. So I never knew about the DV thing until the reunion. And I can understand where you're coming from. Me personally, I've never been in like a DV situation. I won't say I don't know anybody who has, because probably people have and not, shared it with me. So all that is new to me, but I do understand your point.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters and 3 brothers.
Older or younger?
My brothers are all older than me and my sisters are all younger than me.
So would you cuss your little sister out if some guy was in her face, or you would cuss the guy out?
I would definitely cuss the guy out. Well, no, it depends, because I would just be like, yo, because sometimes women can put themselves in situations where they that can be dangerous, and I'll tell her to chill, but I would more than likely confront the guy.
Let me not say cuss out, because you didn't actually cuss out anybody at that time. But let me say, would you intervene like your sister's in a thing and the guy is all up in her face? Would you walk up to that guy?
No, I'll definitely confront the guy. Easily.
But see, that protection is the same protection that we want from our man. That you treat us like we are sister. You know, we're the sister with benefits, of course. But like you treat us like the sister, the mother that you have, and stuff like that. That's the kind of when we say protection, that's what we look for as a woman. You protect us like we are one of your family members.
Right. No, I can understand that. And Maya is from the South, and I did realize, especially with her, that I do have to be a little bit more gentle. Even though I've been down here in Dallas for 3 years now, my girlfriend that I dated down here was from New York. So they are a little bit more rough. And that's what I explained to her in that scene too. But I did realize, like she said, she's from Mississippi. She's a country girl. I do have to be a little more gentler with her. And I understand that. I do understand that.
I mean, even you saying when you were trying to defend yourself that your last girl was way better than Maya. I know you just took it back, but that's the type of like lack of emotional regulation, like that. Like you gotta,
I know.
like you can't say that and then talk about I want Maya. I got to give Maya back. I just want me some Maya. How does that work, sir?
Because man, I got a crazy ego.
There's 80K. Kojo has 80K subscribers. I don't know how many people are watching, but there's a lot of people watching. Now, what is Maya supposed to get? She's never gonna give you a chance after what you just said. You racking up the L's.
Yeah,
a lot.
I guess that's the game, right?
It's the ego. I mean, that's why Jay was talking about the ego. That ego is the same thing that made you say you're not a simp. It's the same reason that made you say that your last girl was better than Maya. It's the ego. So I think, when you're trying to work on things, maybe dig it into that. And I know a lot of men have egos. We all have egos, right? But I think yours gets bruised pretty quick and it makes you quickly respond. And then you think about it and you're like, shoot, I didn't have to say that. I shouldn't have said that. But at that point, it's too late.
No,
so,
Good point. So, Laron, give us the play-by-play this night because, I know we've been asking you a lot of questions. So, give us the play-by-play from your perspective. Play-by-play.
I have to preface it with the date before.
Okay.
Because
you
that
got the floor.
Sets the tone. So, as y'all saw in that exclusive clip, I explained to Maya that I can be a little bit territorial. Boom. So that was actually where I was able to, I guess, get her to agree that because I'm like, yo, I don't need this process. Like, they keep setting us up on these corny ass dates. I don't want to do this. So from there, I got her to agree to go out on a date with me outside the show. It was either before or after I date. She saw one of my canvases on my wall, which is like a friend wall, friend canvas, and it is a bunch of women. She told me specifically that she don't like dudes who have a lot of women in their face because that's a red flag. She don't like a friendly nigga. So to me, I'm like, okay, you're setting the tone. That's what kind of time we on. Boom. The next date, I was supposed to take her to some restaurant. I think it was either Carbone or something. And I'm like, damn, I ain't trying to spend all this bread. You feel me? So I'm like, let's go to Lava. Because I think Carbone, the plate would have been pretty hefty. So I'm like, let's go to Lava. I saw the menu, tacos, $3, $4. I'm like, boom, let's do that. We get to Lava. I didn't know a singer was there. So I had to pay for both of us to get in. Then all of a sudden, I think I may have told Mika to roll up, or maybe Maya did. I don't know. Mika and Rashina came. Paid for them to get in. Now I'm buying drinks. Then my boy Zoe show up. He was already in there somewhere dancing. Boom. We walking around. We having a good time. Boom. I got to hit the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I can't find them for 10 minutes. So me searching for them in 10 minutes, from a distance, I'm just seeing a dude close up on Maya, and she got her phone out, and they talking, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, in my mind, I thought she was hugged up on him, and he was getting a number. I could be wrong, right? I'm not saying that I'm correct in that situation. I'm like, okay, bet. If that's what kind of time we on, that's what kind of time we on. Me and Zoe, we go out on the dance floor. We having a good time. I didn't just storm off and act all crazy. We having a good time. We having such a good time. We like, boom, lava's closing down. Let's head to the next spot. Twisted Burger or something like that. So boom, we all meet up at the next spot, get a section, everybody get in, boom. And then I'm like, after a couple more shots, the shit just started replaying in my mind. And I'm just like, hey yo, like, wait a minute, that just really happened. So I went outside, I walked around the first time, I cooled down, boom, came back in, and then I don't know what happened, but I was just like, man, I gotta go home. Oh, it was this girl at the bar that was flirting with me. Super ugly. Trying to feed me nachos and shit. Super ugly. So I go outside to leave. And then she came outside and met me and she was saying something. And she was like, oh, you mad because she was talking to that dude or something. And I was just like, nah, I mean, I said, fuck this situation. I don't need this shit. Everything I said before. And then she was like, just calm down, come inside. Boom. I came back inside. Everybody's still in the section. They chilling, having a good time. I took like 2 more shots and I realized like, okay, I need to go home because like I'm way too teed up right now, and I don't want. To be honest, my main concern was really about throwing up. I don't want to throw up in front of everybody. So I go home, and then I was mad. I did call one of the producers, and I was just like, man, I said the same thing pretty much I said to Mika. And then from my understanding, the next day we had a date at 8 a.m. and that's when Maya and was there. And from what we talked about, she was just like, well, you left me there. You didn't even check to see if I made it home, da 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 da. And I was like, I apologize. And I thought that was the issue. That's what I thought was the issue. That's what I thought was the issue. Hold on, because I saw some bullshit. Hold on. Oh, okay.
I think you need to address this, sir.
Right. I said I was leaving, and then she was just like, you. From my recollection, you said, is it because she was talking to that dude? And I was just like, nah, I don't need that. And I did not invite y'all out. I may have invited you out, but I didn't invite Rashina out, and I definitely didn't invite Zoe out. Like, I didn't invite y'all out. Like, to me, that was supposed to be a date night between me and Maya. That's what I thought it was going to be. But according to her, it wasn't a date. It was just everybody hanging out. I'll accept that. I'll accept that for what that was. I have the text message. What are you talking about? That's literally what you said to me. You could feel free to hop on and we can have this conversation.
She can't hop on because she needs this protocol here. She has to do an interview first. But if you listen, I will say if the person's here to back themselves, you said there's a text.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I'm saying, listen, as long as you're here, you can back yourself. You can.
I'd rather just take the L on that one, to be honest.
Okay, take the L then. No problems at all. I just wanted to say I offered you the opportunity because I did it for Will. If you're here, you have to back yourself.
I don't. Again, her perception and our relationship, our situation, wherever it was, is more important than your perception. So I don't feel as though I need to do that.
I'm sorry, I missed the part where what actually had you teed off, because you said you was teed off. What actually had you
teed up? That means I was drunk.
Teed up. Okay, so you wasn't mad though. You was just drunk.
Yeah.
But what made you if you wasn't mad, then what made you lead you to say F this?
Because I think she asked me, was I mad about that dude? And I was just like, man. And it wasn't really like, to me, like, to be honest, when I'm with my friends, they even said I curse a lot. And it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It was just like, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? I don't need this shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, man, fuck this. I don't need this
No,
shit.
I get what you're saying, like drunk talk. You know, when we talk when we drunk, like man, F this, whatever, whatever, whatever.
That's
I
what
know
I'm
what you mean.
saying. Like, just it's not sometimes about what you say, it's about how you say it. Like, it wasn't. I don't know.
So you're
I don't
saying
know.
you wasn't angry at all.
Oh, I was upset, but I wasn't
Upset,
like,
okay.
yeah.
But you wasn't
I'm not
belligerent.
saying that I
I
wasn't.
get you.
Okay, but that's going back to my question. What was you upset about though?
I was upset because I thought she was hooked up with that dude and getting his number.
But
That was just my perception because I was from a far away. I wasn't directly. The dude never came up to me. I wasn't by them. I saw them
right.
from a distance.
So this is where my confusion is on the upset part because the upset seemed to last so long because you
Yeah,
said
them
that
drinks.
it was a
Sometimes
casino
when
and then you guys went to the next spot or whatever and you guys continued to have fun or whatever and this is where the conversation took place. So you was upset this whole time
no,
or
I wasn't. It's just when them shots start kicking in, things started like
you
replaying in my
started
mind.
thinking about it again?
Yeah, nah, I can't even be mad for that long. Like I promise you, I get over things usually in a day unless somebody really fucks me over. And
Yeah,
then
I'm just trying to figure out what re-triggered that for you to
oh,
even go back to the thoughts or whatever.
it was just the shots. It was just the shots.
Okay,
It's just the shots.
which Drake we got to keep you away from? Let me know which kind because we know we got to keep Sean away from Patron. So
Patron.
what we got to keep you away from?
No, I'm usually good off the Migos. It's just when like I think I was at like probably like 16. Like I was really teed up. Like I usually don't get like that unless I'm really, really, really drunk. Like I don't
So
know.
so the same drink that gets you telling the truth. Remember,
Yeah,
because that's what you said. Tequila, tequila makes you tell the truth.
yeah,
So basically, your truth was F this. I got bitches.
yeah. That was my truth. Like because like don't get me wrong, I do adore my like I definitely anyway, I definitely adore Maya, but like I still do got an ego, right? So if I'm thinking she's bagging some dude in front of my face, well, it wasn't really in front of my face, but like to me, it was just like embarrassment because there was other people there. Yeah, my ego did kick and play. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying it's right. It's just what happened.
So okay. I mean, I think this situation is quite interesting, right? Because I think if we keep asking you questions, you're probably going to end up telling us the truth, right? Let me be honest with you, right? So I said in my video with you, I said, listen, I've been in a situation like this, and obviously I don't drink, so I'm quite sober, so I know exactly what I did. A girl I was talking to, I've had it with ex-girlfriends too, you know what I mean? Like you have girlfriend, you're in a club, whatever, you see a dude talking to a girl, and you get vexed. Now you can get vexed. Some people go towards the guy. Some people walk out. I'm a walkout person. Yeah. So I know that I'm vexed to a point though that I'm gonna walk out. Now I'm not about to call anybody the B word because that's not my language at all. But there's a suitable amount of anger in that situation, right? Enough for the person to know that it's a madness out there. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You feel what I'm saying to you? So, for me, so when you kind of explain the story, you're almost kind of I'm wondering how you're able to even tell us fully the story when you weren't fully coherent.
No,
Like that you remember so many details.
I
So
mean,
it
it's
could be
because
so
I dwelled on it for a while. That's why.
I hear that, but you were drunk, majorly drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you was majorly drunk. So and I think this is where maybe I think the ladies and Sean were trying to get you to is get you to a point where, you know what? If I'm belligerently drunk, is there a potential I could have said something stupid here? Yes. So okay, rather than me just getting to a point where you decide, you know what? I was belligerently drunk. I might have said this madness. Do you know what I'm saying to you? I apologize. I'm sorry. I should have never got that drunk. I'll make sure I measure my drink next time from now on, blah, blah, blah. And then people kind of leave it alone. But I think because it's got a bit of a memory go around with it, I think also because as well, partly as well, I know, and this is from one person, one bro to another, and I'm telling you from somebody who's also has had to deal with insecurity on a major scale. I know what it does to you, right? I can tell you for free what it does to you. The anger that you have from that insecurity,
There's no
it does
insecurity.
overwhelm. Huh?
I'm nowhere near insecure.
See, when you
I have
start saying that,
no. I'm
When you
nowhere
start,
near insecure.
Laron, when you
I
start
can promise
saying
you that.
that,
I can
I'm telling
promise you
you,
that.
I can tell you for sure you do. Because if you got stressed seeing her talking to another man, then me and you both have that same energy, and I know it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm trying to help you. Because what I want you to do is get to a point of unraveling that wrapper. Because listen, being real about the situation, right, will help you have the healing process even quicker. Because the reality of the situation is you didn't assess the situation, you didn't see it. Now a lot of us got insecurities. This is not just you, right? I'm not, it's not just you. I'm trying to get you to understand something that I actually understand where you're coming from, right? Let me tell you from one insecure person who's also, if I see a girl that I'm liking, and I see her talking to another dude, I'm gonna get pissed too. But that tells me I'm insecure. Because first and foremost, I've made a judgment and said it's right or wrong without actually checking all the facts. I haven't had a conversation with her. I haven't asked her what was going on. I haven't done my due diligence. The fact that you make that judgment so swiftly talks to the fact that there is some insecurity there. That's what I'm
No,
trying
it
to get you
just
to
tells
see.
you that I was drunk. That's all it tells me.
No, no,
I'm
your
not.
drunkenness is
But
your drunkenness
here's
is
the
a
thing that
part of.
culture don't realize because the culture don't drink. But the truth is, courage juice, as we like to call it, drunk juice, I mean liquid of truth, that's what it is. That's your true thing. And the insecurities is not a bad thing. Just understand that we all literally have it. I've been in places where I've seen my dude or whatever, or a person I thought I was talking to in somebody else's face. It makes you feel some type of way. It's not nothing to take as a bad thing. We don't want somebody, especially as a protector, like you seem like you want to protect the people you love. As a protector, we don't like people that we supposed to be protecting in other people's faces, spaces, and all that stuff like that. It makes us feel some type of way. The insecurities manifest differently in everybody. Some of us know how to hold it in and then we deal with it later on. Some of us will ghost the person right after. Some of us blow up and go off in the moment. It's about how you handle the insecurities. Some of us rather just go ahead and face the insecurities head on and say, hey, who is this person? So I can find comfort in what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think coach was trying to get to is in that moment, you had a moment of insecurity. It's not saying you're an insecure person overall. You just
Mm,
had a moment of insecurities.
okay, I can agree to that.
And one quick thing, I'm a definition person, so I always do this. So, insecurity is not firmly fixed, liable to give way or break. A second version is not confident or assured, uncertain, and anxious. So, rather than feeling the emotional response when you hear the word insecurity, your behavior showed insecurity because truthfully, when you saw Maya interacting with that other guy, you were unconfident about where you stood with her. So that caused you to react. And I think that's why you can't run away from the word. It doesn't make you less of a person. It's understanding what triggers your behavior. That's what's going to help you to do better in the future and not continue to do those things. Because see, what happened is earlier that same insecurity showed up when you feel like people are saying, oh, you got with Maya, but you don't know how to deal with a baddie. So now you got to overcompensate because you feel like no, 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 you're not going to tell me who I am. And I think you just have to like understand the word. We all have those insecurities in our lives, and when we run away from it, actually we are running into our own insecurities. So that's the part that's going to help you better handle your emotions, better handle situations when you get to those tenuous things, because it's going to happen. Which is why my first question was, what you gonna do again? Because if you've been with baddies, you've been with beautiful women, men are going to talk to them. So how you handle that is more about you, and it's less about them.
And by the way, Lauren, I really appreciate the fact that you listen. It takes a lot to sit here and take the hits. Do you know what I'm saying to you, right? This is why I really appreciate you coming on here and taking the hits, bro. You could have hidden away. You could have stayed where you were, and you've been respectful. You've heard everybody's thoughts and different opinions, whether you liked it or not. And you know what I'm saying. And it takes a lot to sit here for the last hour or so to take some of the hits, not just from us, but from also the audience as well, right?
Oh,
That's
I don't pay
that's
attention
why
to
that's
them.
a huh.
I don't pay attention to the comments. I literally can't.
See right there. Listen, Laron, let me tell you something. Can I just tell you something, brother to brother? I need you to stop the cap. Okay, stop the
I'm dead
ridiculous
ass.
cap.
Only
No,
reason
no,
I
no, wait,
make
wait,
that
wait, wait, wait,
noise
wait,
is
wait,
I saw
Laron,
on
Laron, Laron. Listen,
TV.
Laron. I like you too much for this cap that you're giving to me right now. Okay,
I,
because first and foremost, you just looked at the comments a few minutes ago and said, "What the heck are
yeah,
they talking
I
about?"
saw that
So
specific name.
you've been looking at the
Called me
comments.
crazy. That shit looked like
Jojo,
it
he
But
don't
was
pay
this,
whole
attention
letters.
he don't pay attention to us sidekicks and plus ones.
oh, Lord of
Hey,
mercies.
look. Y'all mean y'all firing shots at me? I gotta shoot back. You heard me?
I just
Okay.
want you to slow. I just want you, Laron, just to, and this will come a little bit later on. It won't happen now. I understand it because right now is the heat of the moment. I want to say these words because sometimes words are we plant seeds for later on, right? So we plant them, someone else will water it. By the grace of God, He brings increase. What we're trying to get you to see, and this is why I think Seaway, Jay, Sean have been so, I would let's say, careful in how they've actually dissected the situation by asking you lots of questions. Is they're trying to get you to a place where you can open and expand your mind to start being a bit more aware in the current moment. You just did a thing again. You just explained what Sean was actually trying to tell you earlier on. Is that in your moments you do things you might not think that you're being quote unquote insecure or having an ego in that moment, but you just did it just then. Like we're just praising you. We're saying how great you da da da, and then we said about then you had to throw it in there. I don't look at the comments.
Yeah.
When you do that,
Let the bottom feeders know nobody's paying attention to them.
but see, even that, but see right there, I hear what you're trying to do, but you see right there, it's not showing anybody else up apart from yourself.
Hey.
Like you may think you're firing the shots and you're shooting and everything else, but you're only doing yourself dirty. You just said you don't even look at the comments, so why would you be talking about bottom feeders if you're not looking at the comments? So that's the whole point. You end up exposing yourself. So what I'm trying to tell you is that because when you get hurt, and I want to show you, I want to just take, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man to man. I'm gonna paint the picture for you because I do empathize with you a lot of what I see. Right? Let me tell you what what I've experienced in the past to make it understandable. You know when you do that kind of stuff right there, right? When women aren't dealing with you, they start calling you the B word. The very word that you keep dodging that you said you didn't say, right? They start calling you the B word. You know why? Because every time you have a position, you shift your position. You don't stand still. You don't stand on your square. You don't stand 10 toes down. You shift and you flick and you move. And when you do that, you're unstable. And when you're unstable, it doesn't promote any kind of confidence and any type of a surety for the other person, right? Now, if you're giving us this version of you, it means, let me tell you what it really means. It means you've given Maya this version of yourself too. Because if you can flicker, when we ask a question, you can jump in between. What it really means is that when you were dealing with Maya, the same thing you were doing then. Because you're often consistent in how you behave here as you were behaving there. I'm telling you, and let me tell you why I know this. Let me tell you why I know this, Laron. Let me tell you why I know this. You sat on our panel for a whole hour, bro. And you are not going to do anything different than what you are already. You can. The Bible says, "Train a child in the way to go, and he will not depart from it." You do exactly what you've been patterned and trained to do. So when you're giving me flicker on this panel, it means you would have given her flicker as well,
No.
right? Because how you show up here is oftentimes how you're going to show up to people. I'm trying to get you to understand this.
It's not the same. It's not the same. I don't have, and this is not a personal dig to y'all. I promise. I don't value y'all as much as I value Maya. So when it comes to her, I am very consistent. I've always been. I've been consistent for the last 10 months. I've always been consistent on my position with her.
But do you see what you just did there? I can guarantee you did that with Maya too. See, what you did there, right, is even though you said you weren't trying to be shady and you weren't trying to be disingenuous, you couldn't find a better way of saying what you just said. You couldn't find it. You no. Run. Listen, I want you to listen. No. Listen. I want you to listen. No, I want you to listen to what we're saying because you're missing it again. Jay tried to tell you this at the very beginning. Jay tried to explain this to you in the very beginning. You couldn't find a better way to explain what you had just said. You didn't have to explain that way. You intentionally explained that way. You don't know how to get out of the space of shooting people. You don't know how to get out of that space. When you feel like your back's against the wall, like Travis Green will sing for us, for the gospel, you don't know what to do apart from shooting back. So your natural inclination is to get shady. It's a cut. It's to throw a little vindictive little shade. This is no shade to y'all, but I don't care about y'all. And it's like you didn't have
I'm
to
not
find.
saying
You
I
didn't
don't
have to
care about
word it that
y'all.
way. I know you don't. I know you might not care about the opinions
That's
in
not
that
what I'm
way,
saying.
but you didn't have to say it that way. But let me tell you this now. You do care. Do you know why you do care? Because you're
Because
here on
I'm
this
on the
panel.
thing.
No, because you spend an hour on this panel defending yourself, yet you say you don't care. You care. Okay, where too much. So
I
don't
didn't say
sit
I
here.
didn't care.
No,
I
no, no,
just
no, no.
said my
You sat
value.
here, Laron. No, no, Ron. You sat here for a good hour defending yourself and
For
telling us you
sure.
don't care. Do you see
No,
what
I
I'm saying
didn't
about
say I didn't
inconsistency?
care. You know I care about you. I call you almost every other
I
day.
know, bro. I
I
know.
do care about your opinion. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I can be more consistent with Maya because of how much I value her. That's what I'm saying. It was not a
Mm.
dig to you guys. I actually enjoy you guys' channel. I do find you guys very entertaining. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, see where you married. You don't value me the same way you value your husband, right? I'm
But
pretty sure your
I
husband
didn't
is.
say that. But I made sure to treat you with respect, like I treat my husband, right? I didn't say I devalue you, right?
I don't devalue y'all. That's not what I was trying to. I
I know what you
swear on
meant.
my
You just
life, that's
mean
not
you
what I was
mean that
trying to say.
you value Maya more, so you put in more effort. But I
Yes.
wanted to say, response to that, you say you value her more, but she got in this chat and she said, take her pictures down. She's asked you to take her pictures down.
Tell her to call me and we'll
And your
discuss it.
pictures, but see, that's what my
Ah.
point. If you value
Tell her to
her,
call me and we'll discuss it.
then take her picture down, right?
No, tell her she's gonna
Ah.
call me and we'll discuss it, and then we can go from there.
Don't
Boy,
let her tell you she doesn't want you twice, my nigga. Let me tell you this now. Nah. Family, man to
No,
man.
it's
Wait the
not
fuck
like
up.
that.
No. Wait, listen, Ron. Wait the
No,
F up.
I was
Wait.
just being funny. I was
Ron.
just being
Wait
funny.
the F up. And smell the Kenko coffee. Listen, you
Well,
can
tell
only
her
take disrespect.
I'll take
No.
pictures down
Listen,
if she
Ron.
takes those
You're getting done
videos down
dirty.
for me.
No. I need you to
How about
listen.
that? I think that's a fair exchange,
No,
right?
Ron. Listen to what you're
Ashley?
saying.
I think
No.
that's a
Listen,
fair exchange.
you see. This is why they're gonna call you a simp because you're not listening. The person's told you take my photos down in
Yeah.
public. No.
Then
Just listen
take
to what
the
they said.
video
They've
down of me
no.
on your
Listen to
page.
what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. The
what video
person's
did
in
you have?
public come out and told you take the photos down, and they've told you they weren't in a relationship with you, and they told you we weren't dating. They've in let's just say let's take Maya as it is, right? It's public disrespect. So let's just say it like that, right? So I want you to understand from your perspective. The person publicly disrespects you that way, yeah. You at least have dignity on the screen. That at least
No.
you want to do something behind the scene, do it behind the scene,
Why
but
would I
on the
bow down to
screen
her demand?
have dignity.
Why would
Have
I do that?
dignity.
Why would I bow down to her demand?
Yeah.
If she takes, if she, so what? Take it down. You dogging me in the comments, take it down. I think that's a fair exchange. I think that's a fair
Yeah.
exchange. I'm praising you and you're dogging me. I will gladly take it down. If you take your video down, you take all your videos down of me off your page, I will gladly take it down.
See that
Now,
that would have been a sensible response the first time around, but he ain't go with that. But anyway, Sean, go for it.
but yeah, I was just gonna say, like, take you back to your original thought, right? And I think this is where things kind of go off the rails. Is you said you value, let's just extract the fact that you said you value Maya, right? So when you value somebody, do you respect the things that they ask of you?
She clearly doesn't value me anymore. So
No. Forget
why?
about, and I think that's where you kind of go off because now it has to be an even exchange. But if you value her, do you respect what she has asked of you?
Not at this time, no.
So then you don't value her. And I think that's really the problem is you don't value her. You only value her when she's doing the things that you want her to do. And that's problematic. You get what I'm saying? Because when I care about somebody, if they're like, Sean, yo, stop, or I don't want you to do that, I have to respect what that person is asking me. So
So
you have to
why can't
understand what
you?
valuing somebody really means.
Okay.
I think it's two things. One, what you do and what another person does is separate and apart. You're only responsible for your own character and your own actions. So if you value her, regardless if she values you, if she asks you to take the pictures down, to take the pictures down. But two, as a man and how you say you are, you should be a leader. So if you guys are racing to the floor to be who's going to be the most petty, I'm not calling her petty. I'm not calling you petty. But I'm saying if you guys are doing that, who's going to be the one to stop it? If you're the man, be the leader. Take her pictures down. And honestly, you're blocking your own situation. If you're gonna find another woman, how you gonna find another woman? You got another woman's picture on your page.
You don't think women have inboxed me since I put that up?
Then
They
those are
probably
not the
had
type
to,
of
right?
women you want. Then any woman that inbox you, where you have another woman on your page is a low vibrational, not the type of woman that you want to be with. If you're going to therapy, you're stopping the drinking, you're trying to improve yourself, you shouldn't be with a person that's inboxing you because you have another woman on your page. They're trying to clout chase off of another woman. What type of woman does that? That's weird. Like I would just give a clean. You done messed this one up. There's too much water on the bridge. She's disowned you in public. You talk about you don't value her. You say other people cuter than her. There's no coming back from none of that. So you might as well just take your picture off and
Yeah,
move on.
when she takes the promo off of her page.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
this.
so you don't want to be the leader in this.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna just say this right now. If you actually really wanted Maya back,
No, I don't.
no,
I'm
I said if. This is an if. I'm
I'm
not saying
backing
now. I'm
now.
not saying now. If you
I'm
wanted
backing.
Maya back, if you had wanted Maya back, and if you wanted to clear your name, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. And I said this to Seaway earlier. I'm everybody know I'm not a big fan of Chaz, but Chaz has a thing that he does very well. He remains very quiet and let everybody does their opinions. The best PR sometimes and the best thing to do in certain situations is say less. The less you say, the better it is for you. When you give people their time and their space when they are pissed off at you, just let them have that time and that space. You do what has been happening is you've been doing so much and under the guise of wanting to get Maya back that
It's
you've
not
been
a
pushing her.
guy.
No, I'm saying it, but you've been doing it because you just told me you don't want her anymore. So I'm saying you're doing it
Now,
under the guise. I
now
know,
she in
but,
the
but
comments.
before
Yeah,
it's
going
under the guise
crazy.
of getting her back, and what you've been doing is pushing her away. You have to allow people to have their space sometimes. Just let them breathe and think through because sometimes when we have our space, we realize we overthinking something. We are the problem. We are this, that, and the third. Sometimes it works in your favor. I'm not saying this case would have worked in your favor, but you just needed to give her the space
Nah.
and let all of this die down and then try to reconvene on a more personal time instead of being all public with everything because now you guys are publicly fighting and it's going to make it even harder for you both to come back.
Well, she. Mm.
Y'all on that Ray J and Princess level right now. Like seriously, and it's like it's entertaining to us for a bit, but it doesn't help y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? Being on a public space, I wouldn't want to argue with my man publicly because then if I want to get back with him, and now I got to answer to
I
the
have to go
public
back, yeah.
on why I want to be back with him. You know, it makes it a difficult place for her to be in because now all of us are now invited into your relationship where we shouldn't be. We actually really shouldn't be in your relationship.
Well, y'all and a bunch of other bloggers is the reason why it went downhill. If
See,
we're just
everybody
being
is a
honest.
problem, LeBron. Everybody but yourself is a problem. That's
Well,
the
I'm saying we were good. We were good until this episode, and then shit just blew up. We were good. We were good. She
But
can
when
sit
shit
there
blew
and
up, you
deny
could have
that
let the
shit
bloggers say
all
what
she
they
wants
wanted to
to.
say. The bloggers, all these people, because we all we do is have speculations and opinions. That it
I know.
absolutely means nothing. It absolutely means nothing,
It
though.
used to affect me. Like it used to affect me. Like every Friday night because I'm not going out partying anymore. My nerves are literally bad until 4 o'clock in the morning. It used to affect me. Looking at what y'all saying, looking at oh this blog is saying this blog is saying this. It affected me. It affected other people on the show. I've talked to other cast members. The way y'all come at us is crazy, and it's not just you. I'm not saying y'all. It does affect us. It does affect us, and it affected this situation. My shit is gone because of bloggers and the internet. My
You're
shit is completely obliterated because of I went through the process to find love. The TV show was just the side effect. And now because of the TV show and the internet, the person who I wanted to find love with is like tweaking now on me.
I
Like
tell you this
I
again.
fucking
I
did
said
this
it once
shit.
before too, though. If that was your person, all of this would not be it. But you doing the extras on top of it makes it even worse. There's a lot of people that go through this scrutiny. Joy and Clifton go through this scrutiny, but they went through this scrutiny together. You know what I'm saying? Camille and Cornelius went through this scrutiny, and they just let it die off, and now they having a relationship in peace together. There's other people that came before you on this platform that went through the same scrutiny, but they managed to get through it and said less when they needed to, said just what they needed to, and kept their relationship out of our business. Some of these people on their way down the aisle, some of them made it down the aisle. You could have been one of these people, but instead you wanted to do the tit for tat play into some of these bloggers and all of this stuff like that, into that what they got going on, instead of just sitting back and just be like, hey, Maya, these talking this mess, they talking this mess, but they don't even know what's going on.
And that's how it was.
You're talking about bloggers, and again, disclaimer: this has nothing to do with Kojo. This is Seaway's opinion, and you legit are getting down with the messiest of the bloggers. But you don't. It don't matter who. You know who. So you're getting down. You're laying in the bed. You're laying in the bed with the mess, but you're blaming the YouTubers.
She's the only one that has my back.
No, not really. You're in a whole bunch of mess.
The only one who has my back.
We look what the mess you're in right now. But anyway, that's
Kojo is glitching.
She's literally the only one that has my back. She's literally.
One second.
Video coming out tomorrow. It's about to be a whole new plus.
But we're gonna move on. We're moving on. But that's your discernment. That's your discernment issue. Again, it's popping up again. But my thing is, Maya's in the comments saying that you guys were just friends when you made this post on your Instagram, and when these bloggers are quote unquote attacking your relationship. So I'm not trying to call you delusional, but there's a disconnect. There's a huge disconnect.
She's already told me that she's going to disrespect me publicly, and we're way beyond that. She can tell y'all that. But
so if I really want you, Laron, if
I really wanted to, I can go there. If I really wanted to, I can go there. And I don't think she really wants me to do that. She's telling y'all that because she told me she was going to disrespect me.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If I really wanted
to, I believe you.
It's not going to be pretty. It's not. So, like, I accepted it. You said we were never in a relationship. Just stop speaking on me. Stop speaking on my name. Take down the videos where you're talking crap about me. And honestly, I'm not even gonna say it, but just stop. Because you know that's not where we were at.
It's all right, Laron.
I really don't want to go there.
We gon' don't worry. I don't want you to go there.
Let's move on.
Yeah. So I have a quick question though.
I'm trying to be nice.
So let's just, because I've been there too. Sometimes you get into a heated exchange and then you're gonna go forward before you hit reverse. So I think we just need you to hit reverse. If we can get back to the beginning, out of all of this, what are you looking to do? Do you feel like your reputation is messed up? Is there something you want to clear up? Because this is confusing.
In front of millions of people that I called her a B and I said F her to her when she knew that did not happen. I'm on a cruise. People coming up to me, oh, you're Laron from Ready to Love. The first couple of days was straight. Boom. Then Friday, Saturday rolls around. Oh, why'd you call that girl a bitch? Why did it? I'm like, I did not do that shit. I did not do it. And what she said was very damaging to my character. That shit was a lie. That shit was a straight up lie. And if I wanted to, I could take her to court and subpoena all the recordings from OWN so we can really get the full story. That shit was a straight up lie. That shit was damaging to my character. You don't know what I had in the works. And you lied on me on national TV off of hearsay. Now let me tell you, I could go and say all the hearsay that I heard about her. That's not. I've always addressed it directly to her. Like you went on national TV and lied, and then we've been talking, we've been laughing with each other, we've been doing it, and you never thought to mention this shit to me. I literally told you the week prior. Remember the good times before the next episode show is beefing. You tell me it's just a TV show. That okay, now I'm tripping then. Okay, but when the TV show aired, you start moving differently. You start disrespecting me. So either one or two things happen. You either saw the show and you felt some type of way and you changed how you're moving, or two, you've been lying to me this whole time. It's one of the two. It's one of the two.
It could be. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not even mad at you, bro. I understand where you're coming from. I just want you to take. I just want you to take a. Just want you to take a little breather. Let's just take it. Just give yourself a few minutes, because I know when I get to this space, Sean. I usually have Sean as a regulator. So, but we don't know you like that to regulate you. So I don't want you to say anything.
Like I was
you know what I mean?
very emotionally invested in this woman. So you and to see that on TV, and that's the first time that I hear and see that. That shit hurt. And I told her that shit hurt. And she laughed at it. And she continued to say, it's beyond disrespect now. So either one, you've been playing me this whole time. If that's the case, I can take that. I can take that. I'll take my L. Just say which one it was. Because if you've been playing me this whole time, I'll take my L. But if you change your perspective based off of this, then she's no better than me.
It sounds like there's a small disconnect. This is one of those situations where there's a sliver of information missing, that if you guys could sit down and talk about that sliver of information, I think that you could have some peace. But you can't do that when you're on this platform, when you're on other platforms, when you guys are on Instagram and in the comments. You're never going to figure out where is the disconnect. Well, I think this is a good lesson, right? And I feel like we're about the same age. At this point, we should already know this lesson. You cannot make anybody do something that they don't want to do. If they won't give you the closure and you can't have the conversation and they won't give you the conversation, then you just have to let it go. Meaning, take the photos down, even if she doesn't take her video down. Move on. Don't speak on her. And honestly, talk to God or your therapist about it if you're not going to be able to get the closure from her. And maybe
I don't want the closure. Why do I have to be the bigger person? Why can't she just take the video down? I've asked her repeatedly to stop talking to me.
You don't have to be the bigger person. It's about
why is it put on me? Why is it put on me?
How much is your piece worth, though? That's what you have to ask yourself. You want to keep going on like this? You can keep going on like this. And the same thing goes to Maya. How much is your piece worth? Because to be honest, I would have been called you about whatever the beef is, because I don't want my pictures plastered on another man's Instagram when I'm trying to move on. So this is not just to you. It's to both of you guys. Like, this is not the platform where we get a lot of kiki from other people's pain. You guys are clearly, I'm not going to go as far as pain, but there's clearly some discomfort there. And none of us get joy by it. Honestly, it's confusing and it's a little disheartening. I would challenge both of you guys to get off of this platform, get on the phone, and try to figure out where is that sliver of misunderstanding, and then respect each other's boundaries. Take down the video if that's so problemsome. Take down her pictures and move on. That's what I would do.
That's what I tried to do. She told me, fuck you. So
she says here, y'all were cool until you got online lying on Friday. I don't know where you got on.
I didn't lie. I said that shit didn't happen. I said it didn't happen. That's not a lie. You lied, and you told the truth in the comments, and Mika told the truth. You lied and said I said that in front of you, and I didn't. And that's what I said in the comments. She lied.
So that's y'all disconnect.
Okay, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And maybe you guys are never going to meet in the middle, because she believes that you said it. You believe that she's lying. So if you guys are not going to agree, you're going to have to agree to disagree. Literally, you're on the platform. If these people in the comments want to believe that you called her a B, they're going to believe it. If they want to give you the benefit of the doubt, they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. There's nothing else that you can say. I promise you. People have made up their minds. So at this point, if you guys can't get on one accord, you have to just move on.
I am moving on. I
That
just wanted to come.
includes taking a
I just
picture with
wanted to come and say my side. I am moving on.
That's
I'm
it.
just, I just came up to say my side because that's not what she did wasn't right. So I wanted to go on record to say that that didn't happen the way she tried to make it seem like it happened. That's all I wanted to say.
That's it.
Well, we heard you.
No, hit up. That's no problem. We got you. Well, listen, look, Laron. Look, we've come to a fabulous end for you. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I want to give you as much time as possible.
Oh no,
You know what I
I'm good
mean?
now.
You've been you've been a good sport. You know what I mean? Listen, and the show's not over yet, so shoot, I might even bring you up for a third time. Let me do a record myself, okay? Because we might have to address some more things after the reading. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? So
I'm telling you right now, I'm leaking everything, bro. So I'm leaking
Is
everything.
that what you got from this conversation, Laron? Is that the takeaway?
No,
Did
no,
you just
no,
waste my
no,
time?
no.
no, no,
I said it.
you
I
about to
told you
become the
over
joke.
myself.
One thing I do want to correct for you, bro, because I'm from New York. We That's not how we talk to our women, bro. So I just want you to do better with the language. You know, your homegirl right from Jersey, Queen Latifah, made up a song about women being called the B word. So I just think you need to reassess and reevaluate your use of the word and your relationships with women and how you communicate. I think trying to dig deeper and throw receipts around, it's not going to get you anywhere but deeper in a hole that you're going to have a tough time digging yourself out of. So I would encourage you to just rethink whatever you're thinking about doing.
I just always
All
gotta be
right.
the bigger person, huh? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, you do,
And we
sir.
don't want
Yes,
the
you do.
receipts. We want you to rise above, and we want to see a success story
I mean,
and
listen, if you want to
and
read the
leak it.
receipts, if you can back it, because you still, we ain't even asked those questions about Will, so you were lucky. I want, but I think it's enough
Oh,
for
you
today.
did Will bogus. That you did. You did
All
Will
right, so
bogus.
hold on. Time out. Time out.
No, ain't
Address
no
I'm
that
gonna
because,
make
you
it
boy,
clear
Will
that
bogus as
those
hell.
events happened out of order. We had that meeting first, and then Tommy, I was trying to protect Mika because she just got in an argument with one of the dudes. So I had that meeting. Because the week before, a dude got eliminated. So I'm under the assumption that a woman is getting eliminated. I did not know a man was getting eliminated. I swear on my life. Everybody, Chaz was there. I I doubt Mika and Maya would take my side now, but they know the truth. Rashina was there. Patrice was there. Like I did not throw William under the bus like that. It wasn't. That was not.
Now, besides that point right there, how you get up in there telling all these people, don't be jealous, the
Hey,
people
look.
got moves around, and then you
That's
get in
before
the
I got it.
club and proceed
That's
to be
before I got it.
jealous.
That
That's
was
before I got it.
that was
Don't
diabolical.
expect to change as soon as I
diabolical
got it.
indeed.
That was diabolical. I was like, bro, what the hell?
That's
I'm
before I
like, is
got
this
it.
real?
My brother was like,
You got William up out of there. He deserved that.
he's like, I
Hey, that's
told him not to be
before I
jealous, but
got
I
it,
was gonna
man.
be
Once
jealous.
I got it, I said, oh,
You
hold
need
on, I
you,
was tripping. Wait,
LeBron.
let's be jealous of our connections. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's follow that rule.
LeBron, I can tell you think quickly and your brain moves quickly and you're using it for bad. You're using it for manipulation and you're using it for dark arts. You honestly should use the intelligence that I could tell Guy gave you and don't use it to be petty and to get poor Will up out of there. He didn't deserve that.
I,
He couldn't
I,
even explain himself. I was so upset. I was like, really?
Then
so
send him
look,
to the gulag.
here's a little bit of information on that too. He told me that he got Patrice and Vanessa to vote me off to balance it out so that he wouldn't get sent home. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like that's what I was mad about on the ride up there. He constantly told me that and thought that I was gonna be okay with that. And I'm like, no. Even the whole Alexis thing where he got in his confessional after he got eliminated and say, oh, that's not the type of energy. He voted Alexis off. The head producer had to run inside the room and say, wait a minute. I called y'all. Y'all said this, these are the people you voting off, and now you're changing your story. I'm not the one that can control Alexis getting off. Now I did beg the producers if she did get voted off that I could do it. But everybody voted her off besides Dom. So don't believe everything you see.
And then you was
Laron
crying.
just
And then you was crying when you voted her off. You folded there too.
Nah, no. When I got there, I was on some bullshit. And the producer came up to me and said, "This ain't BET, this ain't VH1. You gotta handle this with respect, like Tommy said." And I was just like, all right. And I told her she moved like a snake. Like I compared her to a politician, that she can shift and change her viewpoint of who she is by whoever she's interacting with. But they didn't show that. Own hates me. They fucking hate me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe
I can
because
see
I
why.
like they fucking hate me. They fucking hate me, bro. They fucking hate me. I don't know why.
And I say this all the time, and I'm gonna say it. It's a little too late for you, okay, because you don't went through the season. But for if this show continues, if you are deciding to jump on people's platforms, be out in people's chats, be all over the internet, spilling half the tea before the episode airs, mind you, they still have editing control of everything up until the very last minute. Okay, so this reunion may not go.
Oh shit, they don't need
good for you either.
they don't need to edit that for that to happen. But they did, like, even the catfish episode, man, they fucked me over. They took a 2-hour conversation and condensed it to 1 minute of me fucking up some catfish. That was disrespectful.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold them though, because that catfish.
Yo, bro, I like some good catfish for myself. So
You need to get paid from that restaurant.
You would mess up that catfish. I can't see you.
Yo, bro.
That's that catfish nigga. That's that crawfish nigga.
They would I'd have had the same edit, bro. So listen, I'm with you.
I would have had the same edit, putting hot sauce.
It's all right. I'd have had some tartar sauce on the side, some mac and cheese.
Then the edit Jay just like
They're just smacking.
bare hot sauce.
It's all right. You know?
Which restaurant was that?
It was called Pelican House. It's like in South Dallas. The shit was fire though. I ain't gonna lie. They do like the governor's ball. Like they feed like every time they do like inaugurations and everything like that. But
I'm in Dallas. I need to go there. That catfish looks so good.
Nah. I'm gonna take you where I took the other cast members. We're gonna go to GVO.
I don't want to go where you took other cast members. We different. You need to take us somewhere else.
That's
catfish.
You need to go where it's safe. You need to go where it's safe, Steve. I don't know what you want.
I'm telling you, GVO got the best catfish. Ask Patrice. She's been addicted ever since I took her there.
See, this is the Laron we can get behind, bro. And I think, you know what? And I think just like what you were talking about with the edits and stuff, you spend more time just being the good time guy that you are versus trying to get at people. We know you can do it. We know you're smart. We know you're strategic. But unfortunately, sometimes you're going to take a L because that's just how life works. So be more invested in doing the right thing because you're gonna reap better dividends, buddy. You know, when you start doing wrongness, it's eventually you gonna get that downside, and that's just as the old. You know, I got some years on you, bro. I'm telling you, don't use your talents for bad because it's just gonna do nothing but come right back to you, and you always got to look over your corner, over your shoulder. So stick to
And
this
if you're
guy.
gonna do bad, make sure you don't get caught because you've been getting caught. You know
Don't
what I mean?
listen to
That's the
Kojo.
whole point.
That's
the whole point. You be getting caught. That's the problem. You don't even have to do dark arts properly.
Kojo,
Consult me and Jay next time you're gonna do dark arts. You out here leaking and shit, leaving things out. You know what I'm saying to you? Huh? My bad. I'm just saying. My dad always said if you're gonna do something, do it well.
They
You know what I mean?
They said I can't go nowhere with Laron. He gonna cuss me too. Oh, I know. He ain't
I
reformed
would
yet.
not do that. I
He
would
ain't
not.
reformed, y'all.
He gonna cuss you out whilst eating a catfish.
Bro, most of the cast members hung out with me outside the show. I am not like that. I've hung out with everybody except for Alexis outside the show. They know I'm a cool ass nigga. Like, I know all the spots. I know we can have fun. Like, I promise you, man. Own just hates me. They just hate me for some reason. I don't know why.
It's because your dark arts is too public. You need to understand when you're doing dark arts, you need to be underhanded with it. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Told you.
Get what I'm saying to you? Don't be out here showing all your cards. You're playing poker and you got no face. Come on, what's wrong
You
with you?
just had a play like you had live this morning. Cut the nonsense. What are you doing?
I gotta let him know, innit? You know what I mean? If you are gonna do bad, make sure you do it well. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be a villain, be a proper villain.
Get caught, bro. Look at Diddy running from the feds today. You get caught.
Well, Diddy's dark. That's not dark arts. At that point, that's some demon stuff.
Listen, what's done in the dark comes out in the light. I
That's
don't
very
care
true.
who
He
you
does.
are.
Kojo, you got to tell him like Mr. Incredible. Stop putting the cape on. You can't wear the cape. See, you can't wear
That's
this.
it.
You're gonna be a super villain. You can't wear the cape. The cape gonna get you caught all the time.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey,
We're trying to tell him it's gonna get you strangled up. You know what I'm saying to you? You
Yeah,
know?
you got to make
Yeah,
a suit without a cape.
he out here like a Gotham villain, like Penguin. You know, you're not offering nothing to us. You know what I'm saying to you? You know what I mean? Be a proper villain. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But being Penguin ain't gonna help your effect
I
out
was
here.
gonna say,
You
we
know what I
dropped
mean?
a lot of gems tonight. I would ignore everything that Kojo just said, and then
That's
everything.
the all the stuff
I'm
you don't
d-
pick up on. You know how
Absolutely.
That's all we gonna hear.
Everything
He
right
like,
before
Disregard
let me
that.
plan this properly next time.
Disregard that
that's
because
exactly what I'm listening
you
to
can
right
plan as you
now.
plan.
He's like,
I'm already working on the next move.
growth or darkness?
Yeah, just write your
Darkness.
plans in pencil, bro, because God's gonna erase all of them.
it was a lot of free games today, so I really hope you listen to some of it.
He ain't catching that ball.
Oh, crazy, man.
That is not a touchdown.
When
But listen.
y'all out here in Houston or Dallas, man, hit me up, man. I'll show y'all a good time for sure.
Oh yeah, listen, drinks on you. I don't drink, but drinks on you. You know what I'm saying?
I-
Don't be getting all mad when we have drinks on you, and then you suddenly start wanting to fight us and stuff. You
I'll fight back.
come on,
I'm gonna let you know.
know what I'm saying? I don't even eat tacos, but you know I'll take a $3 taco.
Nah, that's not who I am. I swear to God. And just give me some.
Why can't we go Cabone? Listen,
Huh?
I'm not lying. I want to be taken out to expensive restaurants. I got soft life. You better take me to Cabone. Only being cheap on me. You better spend that money.
Look, I'm gonna help Maya write a cease and desist letter to you if you don't take her pictures down. Take her pictures down.
It's just
Don't
like
blame
Eric
her.
said in the chat. We signed a contract, right? That's all from the show.
You're moving mad.
assets I got from the
Betty.
show. Those
Listen.
are
Okay,
from
that's
the
no photos. We did not see none of that in the show.
I was here in jail messing with the petty man.
Those are social assets I got. You know what I mean?
Maya,
We gotta work on your dark arts, baby. We gotta work on this.
We gotta work on that. Let's take one leave our wing, Jay, because this ain't it.
Yeah.
That Wi-Fi ain't connecting.
What Zadia do? I'll be right at your door with my finger.
That's
right
it.
on
Bop,
your
bop,
phone,
bop.
my fingers down.
And
Yeah,
you.
that's the woman I can get behind, boy.
That's what I
There you go. That's the dark arts. That's the dark arts you got to work on right there. See, I like how you split that one. See, nobody heard
Your
you.
crime's getting you caught. Sure.
Y'all crazy, man. What was
Looking
a
like a
pleasure,
bad
man. I
villain.
appreciate it.
No, I appreciate Laron still, man. I'll holler at you. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
appreciate dog.
That
Yeah,
didn't go too bad. I just, appreciate it.
you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Yeah.
All right, well, y'all hold it down, man.
I appreciate my dog. Blessings. Yeah.
Take it easy.
Peace.
Safe, brother.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you.
I love you.
So obviously we got the rest of the show to talk about, guys. Listen, if you're here, we've got 810 people in the room.
Hey, he gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car. Now see where he gonna get a piece of catfish.
I'm so freaking hungry. That's all I got.
He gonna cry in the car.
So the rest of the show, guys. I mean the biscuit. So sorry. Aside obviously Laron and aside Laron and obviously Maya, we just discussed them, and hopefully I get Maya on the show and we'll interview her as well because now we got a whole bunch of questions to ask. But the rest of the show, we had Patrice, we had Patrice and Alonzo. We also had Chaz. Chaz was in the chat as well. Shout out to Chaz. Chaz was in the chat. I didn't think he'll come back after I cussed him out. But good on the lad. You know what I mean? And even give us a little 199. Last time he dropped 99, he dropped 199 today. Chaz, I'm gonna need you to bump it back up again, okay? You started a thing, I need you to continue that level, okay? I'm one of those people that I need to be maintained. Do you get what I'm saying
Not
to
you
you?
a gold digger like everybody else.
I really am. I just need him to start. I need him to maintain it. You can't start high and then drop low. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You taking me to expensive restaurants, continue that place. So Chaz, next time, don't drop 199 again. It's kind of cheap. I need you to drop 99 plus because that's what you did last time. Okay, all right. I appreciate that. So Chaz, obviously Vanessa had their little. Listen, I'm trying to maintain a standard here. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to be maintained. Okay, all right. So we had Chaz and Vanessa. They had their situation. She called him
You better leave Chaz
manipulator.
and his temple worship alone, bro.
Not they calling you a sugar baby in the chat.
Listen, 80 ain't got nothing on me. I'll tell you that for free. I'm a kept person, okay? So Chaz and Vanessa had their thing, and then also who was the last couple I'm thinking of? Mika and Justin. So we'll go through that real quick. I know we kind of went through it on the weekend, but I want you guys are going to have a bit more time to kind of say stuff as well. But let's start with obviously Chaz and Vanessa. That was a craziness as well. Old girl just called him. I mean, Vanessa pretty much called him a manipulator. I know she was trying to guise it underneath her. My friend just said, you're just too smart to be so simplistic. You're basically manipulative. And I was like, oh snap. What's your thoughts to this situation with Vanessa and Chaz? And I know Seaway's gonna not hold back, so
I mean,
I know you got some bullets.
I'm exhausted with them. I think Chaz is very manipulative. He told me in another round in Jay's channel that we're gonna get an answer from him about everything is gonna be clear. So we're waiting for that. Because right now this ain't making sense. Let me finish chewing. You can go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I agree. Manipulative. And I mean, I don't know how you don't equate intelligence to being manipulative. That's the best ones. You got to be intelligent to be a manipulator. Like, you got to have some sort of intelligence, at least to get away with it. And baby, you do a very good job of gaslighting everybody. Because one minute, I'll go back to the getaway. You're over here talking about these ladies ain't giving you your time, your space, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. It's everything. It's all on these people. Everybody else is the problem but you, and stuff like that. And the way that you guys let the heck out of Vanessa in that situation was magnificent. Okay, baby, I'm not going to even hold you. That takes intelligence. And in turn, intelligence can play into manipulation. So yes, the two can go to hand in hand. I don't understand how you going to try to play me while I'm watching this as a viewer and try to be like, intelligent people cannot be manipulative. Actually, the most intelligent are when they need to. And see, this is the problem with the word manipulation, because everybody feels like it's always a negative. Manipulation is a neutral word once again. Everybody does some form of manipulation. I'm up here talking to you right now. The way that I format my wording is a way of manipulating people's thoughts. I implant seeds in people's heads to make them believe a certain things. That's the same thing that you actually do, Chaz, is that you plant seeds in people's heads to make them believe a certain thing. You sat there and told Vanessa that she is their goddess, that you worship her whenever you walk into her temple, this, that, and the third. You're planting these seeds, but then you get into the confessional and say, I'm still confused on her. I'm not really sure what I want to do. It's manipulation, darling. Simple as that. Go ahead.
I think the problem is the fact that because Vanessa has proven to not be, has proven not to be truthful about certain things, it's hard to really unpack what was really going on with her and Chaz. And because neither one has come out and said anything that has made any sense, I can only go off of what is on the screen, because neither one of them have fully explained what the situation was. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, she's complaining on camera that she's not getting time, that he's playing around, that he's adding woman after woman, connection after connection. He's telling her one thing on camera, and then he's going back to the confessional saying, I'm unsure about Vanessa, right? So that by itself, we will call Chaz a manipulator. Chaz is not being very clear. There's something up there. But with the audio that came out of her saying, oh, but we were going out on hella dates and we were doing this and this behind the scene and I was just putting on a show. It's like, I don't know what you and Chaz have going on at this point. I frankly don't understand. So I don't know what Vanessa had going on, but if Chaz was playing into that, that's a problem. And if that's not true and he was just doing what he was doing on the screen, then that's also a problem. So I don't know what to do with them two, because frankly, and this is my opinion, and I'll be done with it. I don't know how a woman of almost a particular age can see the way Chaz is moving, a man in his late 40s, and still lean into that without you also being a game player yourself. Because to me, as soon as this man said, I'm adding connections, I'm out the door. As soon as he's adding Patrice, I'm out the door. So I don't really understand. I don't understand the thought process. I don't understand. Unless they're both playing us.
And they are.
That maybe that's what it is, because it really doesn't. Maybe that's what Chaz is asking us to wait for.
Because if you actually listen to the voicemail or the voice note or whatever the case may be, it's basically ha ha ha, they're believing our story. That's what it translates to at the end of the day. Granted, it's no response from him, so it does look more one-sided on her that she's saying it. But for me to even say that to you, that means that we and you already been discussing on how we gonna relate, and I'm telling you, hey, it's working. What we talked about, it's working. So they're both playing us, because it's like, and I don't really know what she's getting out of it or whatnot. And I don't see what Chaz, I don't really see what both of them are getting out of it, because I'm not trying to go through this process, and I'm actually trying to look for a real love, and I'm gonna have somebody blocking my blessings, pretending that we're in a relationship together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, Chaz has plenty of connections, so I don't really see him benefiting too much out of it, more so than her, of going to the end, trying to hook on to him for the end. But again, I'm gonna say it, you're not aligned. This is why he stays in confusion with you, because he knows deep down inside y'all not aligned. The thing of why he's holding on to you, I have no clue. I really don't know why, because there's nothing there. She cut her own self off from everybody else. She wants us to tell us that she has connection with Dom and all this stuff like that, but unfortunately, you really didn't. You really, really didn't, because if that's the case, we would have seen you leaning more into that than you do with Chaz. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really have a connection with either one of them. Both of these men kind of want a family, meaning they want their own children, which you are not. I don't know. I'm not gonna say she don't really want, because she never really said that. She said she's okay with being a baby mama, but she don't want the wife title just yet. Not anytime soon. Chaz knows he's moving. He's more in a space where I need it more sooner. And Dominique, I don't know. I still would say that you would probably move to him more. That would have been your real connection. We should have seen more of that, but we didn't. So they both playing in our face at the end of the day.
That's what it is.
Sean.
Yeah, this one is one of those things. It's like, I think it just comes down to, in my opinion, other than what Jay and C were already said, is just you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, right? And you got to believe what somebody tells you. And it seems like if there's a mismatch between his words and his actions, then that means that he's just not interested, right? So I hope Vanessa just moves accordingly, in this process, and just kind of disengages. Her sister gave some really good insight, which I thought was great. Just to kind of see from what her observations were. I think it's always good to have an outside perspective from somebody that's not in it, to be able to tell you, hey, listen, this is how it looks. Unfortunately, what we're seeing from this cast is a whole lot of that's not true. Y'all don't know. Unfortunately, and Miss Deb said this on Married 10 Years earlier, people always, they want to defend, but you also have to understand you may be intending to do one thing, but then your actions show up another way. So yeah, and you might be thinking, "Oh, I'm not trying to manipulate anybody. I'm trying." Yeah, but it's showing up that way, and that's how it comes across. So you also have to understand how people are receiving and perceiving you, and it's not just out of nowhere. So I just want for us to, understand. Hey, listen, nobody's perfect, but you also have to understand when people see your actions, they show up a particular way. If Vanessa is seeing him scrambling over, 3 and 4 connections, and then piecemealing a connection with Patrice while they pray in the closet together, that may be your sign to exit. Read the signs. Signs, we all see signs on the road when we drive. We can choose to ignore them and do what we want to do, or we can pay attention to the signs because they're going to guide us. I think we're seeing nothing but stop signs and red stop lights when it comes to Vanessa and Chaz, and she just needs to read the sign and move on. Lastly, I think the biggest sign was, we know this. Now, she may not see it, she didn't hear about it per se, unless Patrice told her, but when he kind of downplayed her to Patrice and her family, to me, that means it's over. He don't, he's just not liking her at all. Because if you're that comfortable with somebody you're just starting to connect with based on what we're seeing, to talk about something negative, that the other person you're dating is doing, that means you have no interest. So hopefully Patrice is a G, and she levels that empathy we've been seeing all season, and tells Vanessa, "Hey, listen, sis, he kind of told us a little something." So Vanessa can just disconnect and stop leaving voice notes on Chaz's phone, so they don't get hacked.
Definitely. Listen, Chaz, I already told you. Listen, this 199 is not cutting it. Okay, all right. You started with 99, you've gone to 199. So I'm gonna need you to bump it up. I like the soft life. Continue. Okay, all right. How you started is how you should finish. Okay. But yeah, no, I definitely hear what you guys saying on Chaz and Vanessa. Any other additional thoughts on Chaz and Vanessa?
D
Go
asked
for
a
it, T.
question about why are we saying what did Vanessa do? I think we spent a lot of time basically saying that Chaz leaked his own audio, he hacked his own phone, he was manipulative for running out of the house and then wanting women to coddle him, right? Like we already spent a lot of time on that. But the problem is that it's hard to go so hard for Vanessa, feeling like she was two-timed and she wasn't getting that effort when the leaked audio, which we don't agree with it being leaked, says, oh, they're going to be feeling bad for me, but little do they know I'm kicking it with him. So it's like, how hard are we really supposed to go for her? Because it seems like Chaz is manipulating Vanessa and Vanessa is manipulating us. So what are we really supposed to do? That's like the answer to the question. Like, I don't really understand that whole situation, because if she's literally crying on camera that he's not spending time with her and then leaving a message saying, oh, gotcha, I am really spending time with you, what is the truth? I don't know what the truth is. It's just weird. Like, that's the issue. That's the problem that people have with Vanessa. And I'm not saying I dislike her. I'm just saying that I don't fully trust her. And she showed enough of her character for me not to fully trust her. But Chaz, I definitely don't trust you. I don't trust Vanessa, and I definitely don't trust Chaz. But the thing is, the reason why I can deal with Chaz better than I can deal with Vanessa is that I can see Chaz coming. I am never, ever, ever gonna be running after a man that's adding 5 connections in the 12th hour. If a man go running out the house, I am never gonna be in the room trying to pray with that man. I ain't praying with you. Stop playing with me. Like, I wouldn't be doing none of that stuff. Chaz could never get over on me. So I can't relate to Vanessa's situation. To me, I just would never. But Vanessa is coming off like this like sweet, innocent person, but the voicemail shows that she was playing in our face.
Yes,
So,
Chaz,
I mean,
we know you love temples. Temple Run. Temple Run, that's what I'm going to start calling you. Temple Run.
So 2 things can be true at the same time. So there's that.
He said this 199 gonna add up to 999 in a minute.
We're gonna need it to get to 99, okay? Back to where he was originally. I'm gonna need him to get back up to that level. Okay, the offerings are not scratch.
Chaz is the king of all petty. I'm sorry. I think he is
Very.
he is honorary right now.
Yeah, he honorary. He honorary. He ain't coming for my title though, baby. He ain't coming.
You gotta lean in.
No, but you see, you the queen, so that's why I say
exactly.
He's the king.
He ain't coming for my title though. He ain't quite up there yet. He got a little
That's
way.
not our title. We're +1.
No, yeah, no. Queen. I'm a +1 petty queen though.
We
look. I got an invite, so I don't know what y'all talk about.
Yeah,
And I know, we all got invitations. So
Oh no,
I don't think
Invitation
nobody's
where?
a plus
No,
one.
he got the invite in the mail. We didn't get
He's
that.
a member. He's not a +1 or a +2. He's a member.
Where's the invite?
He got it.
She got it. She gave it to him.
Yeah.
It's expired now, but
Now who disloyal?
Oh, would you cut it out? Would you guys knock it off? Knock it
You
off.
get invited, Sean.
We're not going to start a whole new thing.
Where'd you get invited, Sean?
Huh?
What,
We
you got
are
invited
invited to your channel, Kojo. Are we not?
Oh.
Okay.
Hello?
I thought you. Sorry, never not even said a name. But it's all right.
Yeah.
Continue.
See, listen, I don't get in the weeds with y'all and this petty stuff. I don't proclaim to be it. So I'm talking about Little Black Book 91.
No,
Okay,
no,
I
Chad.
didn't
Okay.
believe.
that's
You
how I
got the
stay out.
invite, Chad. Clearly,
I
you
don't
got
want.
the invite because of the bromance, but we
You
are
better
plus
get a
one.
weed. You better get
No,
a
I thought you
you
was
are
counting
not
for
plus
me.
ones.
weed.
The invite is to all of you, all of
Well,
us.
we is plus
Okay.
ones.
We
Oh,
still
you
plus
extended
one
the
invite.
invite because Kojo
Oh
didn't give us the
Lord,
invite. We came on your. You came on your.
here goes Jay.
Ain't that a definition of a
Insecurity.
plus one? Where I give you an invite?
No, a plus one is you directly. If you get an invitation directly, then you're not a plus one because
Well,
I
we didn't
got
get
the
the
invite
invitation directly. We got it from
to
you, Shine. So
Kojo's
we plus
channel.
ones.
What are you talking about?
We got it
You
from
guys
you,
need to
Shine.
knock it off. We
Are
get
you,
StreamYard invites every week to be on this platform. So we are invited. Okay? Okay? So I need you all to knock it off.
why Kojo refuses to play my track? I told you that track goes
Play
hard.
it. Play it.
I don't even have it. Where is it?
Man, it's in our group chat.
Oh, it's in a group chat. Yeah, send it
Yes.
again so that it's at the top. So it's at the top so I can play
Yeah.
You gotta do with Jay's new visuals. Them visuals go hard.
it. You go and get us into a warfare that we don't need to be in. To be
Yes,
honest,
please. We're trying to broker
It's not
peace
no
out
warfare.
here.
It's gonna
We are
respond.
Seaway
trying
just
to
wants warfare, and I'm
broker
like,
peace.
Seaway
Listen.
wants another video by tomorrow, and I'm not.
Hold on.
We tried our level best with Laron and Maya to broker peace. Let's just continue that theme.
I'm a
we
with
did so
everybody.
well.
I'm
Y'all
a
did so
hypocrite.
well because I was
really
expecting
do want them
shots.
to have peace. No, because I actually think he's not a bad person. I think he's just
That's fair. I don't think he's a bad person either.
yeah. Like if I could tell the core of you is good, you're just doing like things that
Too much.
too much. Like I'll spend my time on you. If I feel like you're playing in my face or you're not even trying to be a good person, then I'm not gonna spend no time. But
Seaway adopts a toxic person every season, and I put my cape on for one of the ladies every season. So that's
I love
it.
that.
So I just have adopted Maya.
and I adopted Laron.
You did.
Did
And
I?
with you two
said
at
I
the
was
helm,
to
they
him.
are gonna get back together again. And
No.
that.
I don't think we want that. That's not what we're advocating for. I'm
With
definitely
you
not
two at the helm,
advocating for that.
I see restoration.
I was advocating for
Mess
Maya
around
more than Laron.
and
I
you'll
just
be
want
playing
him
a
to be
track
better.
for me.
I see Seaway and Sean as captains of those two. Restoration, healing. You know, I just see the sinews being put back onto the dry bones. You know what I'm saying to you? I just see the ruach onto the bones and giving it life. I can see how that relationship will come back to life. You know what I'm saying? That resurrection right there.
Well, they were never together. But as a woman that's been with a man that used to get drunk, not my husband, of course,
Jesus.
but a man who used to get drunk and try to cuss me, I'm just like, that is just literally the worst. I was just trying to explain to him, you just can't be doing that.
Check group chat.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble with this situation. Okay. Well, listen. Before I play this video, guys, this is.
First of all, you're not gonna get in trouble. It was the plus ones who made this. Okay.
Plus one group.
It wasn't me.
We don't have a name.
Like Shaggy.
It wasn't you.
me like Shaggy. I just don't need her to be crying on the internet
free
again.
promo. This is literally free promo.
I don't want to be crying on the internet again. So you know, look at this thing in his face. Hold on, let me change it. Hold on, wait.
Look at Laron. Look at his little cheeks. Looking like he ain't causing trouble.
Cause I can't do this without exposing my DMs. Hold on. Wait there. Wait there. Wait. Hold on.
You know.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. I got it. I found it. Hold on. Okay.
You gonna sit down?
I'm gonna get it. Okay, there we go. All right, can y'all see it?
Yes, we can see it. I look so cute.
You do look so cute. Fabulous smile there. Let's play the video now.
Well, never mind. You know what? I don't care. Way. I doubt.
It's Seaway's world.
Never mind. You know what? I don't care. Way. So negative becomes a
Body.
Bye plus one. Because you be a secondary. You be a channel. Bye. Head of Kojo's channel. You will have your own shit. You will be the baby. A son. Let's go. Bye way. Well,
we're definitely getting a video tomorrow. We're definitely getting a video tomorrow.
I said I'm gonna stay out of the mess, but my most favorite part is a son.
I'm
I don't
A
I
sorry.
can't a
son.
son. Yo,
I was
that
like, you're gonna have me in the video
that
tomorrow.
right there, listen. And everybody knows, like, I try to stay away, but I love Kamisha for that. That just trips
Well,
me
see,
Well,
out.
Sean is the one. The Sean is gonna be the one that why you got the video because he said a
she
name.
said her name. We even say her name. See, look, Sean.
Are you kidding me? I love her. I'm gonna say it again. I love Kamisha. She makes me laugh. I do watch her
Again.
channel. I watch in the bushes sometimes. Yes, I do. I watch her channel. I had a membership that I was gifted by her that expired. I do watch. That's all I got.
Look, this is ain't this women's
Yep.
Women's History Month. Yeah,
oh,
so
women supporting women.
listen, I
Yeah.
just don't want beef. Coach is
Ain't no
my
beef. This
brother.
is free
Ain't no
Yeah,
promo.
beef.
no,
Free
no,
promo.
I'm with you. I just don't want beef between them two. I just want us to get along. I don't want everything to be perceived as a sub, a shot, you know,
No, it's
just
definitely gonna be a shot.
Oh, this is a
coexist.
shot. This is a shot because I'm blocked.
No,
Tomorrow
I
tomorrow
mean,
you gonna be
This
they're gonna be
is
atting you tomorrow.
a shot because I'm blocked. My shot was blocked.
the
Her
video
shot was
is
blocked. She
gonna
ain't
be what
happy
it's
about
gonna
this.
be.
I'm gonna say you got
We
a
went
shot.
from the tumble downstairs.
the, vid- the,
I
You're
don't
gonna get a
care
video
way.
tomorrow.
Tell it's
You're gonna
umbrage.
get a
It's
video.
umbrage for you,
Hey,
Kamisha.
hey, she did
So
this and see
hey,
me. Get that shit. You're funny.
Somebody, you know what's so
yo,
funny? I was about to say something I don't care way today because somebody told me I spazzed. They were like, you need to rethink it. I said, I don't care. They were like, we know you don't care.
I don't care way.
I don't care. Way, bye bye, way.
They're like, everything you say, you stand on it. I said, exactly. You know me very well. You're gonna stand on your square. I do not care way.
I'm letting you lot
That's it.
respond to this next video. That's got nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Okay, so Patrice and Alonzo.
Don't you try to
Um,
inch your way out of it. You posted the video, Negro. Not you ain't got nothing to do with it. No, no, no.
I
We're
was
not gonna let
forced. I
you
was
slay
forced
this.
to.
We're
I
not
was
gonna let you
forced
slip and
to.
slide your way out
I
of
didn't
this
have a
one, bro.
choice. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a
He tried
choice in
to,
this
he tried to
situation.
ignore it. He
nothing
tried
I'm
to
under
wrong.
ignore
duress.
it earlier, though. We'll give him that. He
I'm under
did. He was like,
duress.
I
He
don't
did
have
nothing
it.
wrong. Kojo did
I don't
nothing
You
have
know
wrong.
it.
you know who to send this message to,
Just
Mrs.
send it to
Reviews,
another
please.
round. It's okay.
Send it to
I'm
Seaway.
invisible. Send it to another
Send
round.
it
I don't
to
exist.
Send it to another round. You
send it to the Parent Plus ones, please, because that's the ones
I
who
like it.
need to be
I like
doing
Another
it.
it.
round is where all the smoke goes.
Yeah, I
That's
like it.
other
That
free
way.
Another
promo.
round's got a YouTube channel. In fact, you can at her. You can even put her in your video title
Subscribe,
next time as well.
like, comment, subscribe to another round. Every time I'm on another round, that intro will be played. So if you enjoy that intro, Beats by Seaway, I don't care way. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to another round. Join the membership. Not the cease and desist. She gonna hit me with that too.
She said it's this way. That's a good one. I can't lie to
But
you.
this is a fun fact
Cease
for a
and desist way.
Sagittarius. The worst thing you could do is block a Sagittarius before we can get our point off. We won't get our point off until December. So you just might as well just let us speak. You cannot block a Sag.
Damn.
We're diabolical.
This is gonna be tomorrow. I can see it now. It's gonna be a live waiting for you at 9:15. Okay, cool.
She's in the gym. She's in the gym. She's not gonna do that. She's busy.
Oh no, Patrice and Alonzo. Patrice and Alonzo. Patrice, let's work that out. Patrice and Alonzo. Patrice and Alonzo were in a situation. I want to get your thoughts on Patrice and Alonzo and their situation. Because Patrice is another dark artist. Yes, Sean.
She hates him, and you said it. You said it a couple of weekends ago when we did the last live. It keeps showing up. Again, I'm gonna call her bare minimum Patrice because she is giving, poor Alonzo the bare minimum, whilst he is going above and beyond. And I'm just disappointed at Patrice because then the brother does his emotional intelligence work, speaks to her and says, "Hey, listen, I kind of felt left out when we was at the cabin, and you went and rushed to Chaz's aid, and I'm sitting down in the basement swinging my feet on the chair." And she gonna turn around and tell him, "Hey, listen, I would have done it for you." So I just think, Patrice, if you don't want him, we gonna cue the Fantasia song for Alonzo because now the tables have turned. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. She let Chaz meet her parents, and Patrice just got the brother. Meanwhile, the brother tells Alonzo he is goofy. the disrespect, although he was being a little goofy, I can't hold you, but just to just say it out loud is one thing. You could think it, but to say it or to give her that feedback afterwards, I just feel like he just don't get the respect that he deserves. And this guy is literally trying, gave her the best date, is taking her feedback, trying to show her more romance. And she's busy chasing behind Chaz and praying in the closet with him, crying over William. I just feel like she's too preoccupied. And I think like when somebody is too preoccupied with other people, that means they don't really want you that much.
You ain't tell no lies. Jay, what's your thoughts?
Sean said them all. I agree. She's still competing, and she's a hell of a game player. I'm not mad at it, but she don't want that man. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say though is you sitting at the table while a man talking about another woman to your family. That's wild to me too. So do you? Do you? Why this man talking about a whole nother woman and comparing y'all while you talking to my family, that and I'm still chasing you, that's wild. So good luck to that woman.
You ain't tell no lies. Shout out to Kesha. She said she played the out of him straight to the left. Yeah, she played him out. When she pulled that letter out of her breast, I just knew that that girl's got a different level of game playing. I mean, she pulled that out and said, that, brah, still got your letter, baby. So I was like, yeah, she's definitely a game player. She's smart with it. After pulling Chaz in and talking about that's a whole husband right there. A man with a plan. So yeah, I was a little bit like, oh my god. I know she ain't lying. She playing around with us, but yeah, I can't lie to you. I definitely think with Patrice that she knew what she was doing, and poor Alonzo trying to be, the man it is. Even her brother, buoyed it off by saying, he a little bit corny. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. There's no way in the world that corny being said like that is anything positive. So the fact that her brother said that shows there's already a disrespect. Had that been me, I'd have looked at her and looked at the brother and be like, are you alright? Who you calling corny? You know what I mean? And I probably would have the relationship anyway. But just saying, I ain't gonna sit there and be punked. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. But yeah, that was a bit of a wild thing there. The fact that his brother called him corny shows there's a kind of disrespect there as well. It means that she probably hasn't been talking that fondly about you behind the scenes, because ain't nobody trying to have their man being called corny in public like that by a family member or whatever, especially one that she's very close to. She says he's close to her brother. So the fact that he's calling you corny, there ain't no respect. If there's any justice in the world, you know what I mean? Yes, Jay. Were you gonna say something? Okay. I don't know, see where if you're there. I don't know if you want to add anything else. If not, we'll shift it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you.
No, it's just free Alonzo until it's backwards.
Chase.
That's it.
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, someone said the confusion. I get it. Yeah, no, I mean, listen. I mean, she said she gets butterflies from Alonzo. I think she's probably... That butterflies is stigmatized. I think it's just giving, some young precious D, okay? And that's what she's getting butterflies over. She's thinking about the young precious D that she gonna get, keep her occupied for a little while, and she gonna move right on, okay? Because she's looking for a man, not a boy, apparently, So, is what it is. Someone said they're in cahoots. It could be, yeah, they could be cahoots.
I mean, I told you, we like a little humor and stuff like that, but when it becomes to that annoying phase, it's checkout time. So that's pretty much what happened with her. I can't take you serious. I don't know when you're actually being serious or not. And then the brother had to literally be like, man, you too goofy. That's wild. Like, if the brother comes along and literally sits there and tells you you're too goofy, he didn't even tell it just to Patrice on the side. He told it to him directly. You're a problem. So Alonzo has to look into that. I mean, I give Alonzo a lot of credit because everything the lady's been asking of him, he's been stepping up. But you do have to cut the silly list out sometimes, especially when you're being introduced to people's family. They want the real you, but they also want how you gonna take care of their sibling, how you gonna take care of their family member. You know what I'm saying? What is the plan, so to speak? And if you goofing through the plan, they're not gonna take you serious. So he got to look at that for future.
You ain't tell no lies. He does need a plan. Can't lie to you. He does need a plan at the moment. So hopefully you will have one. Go for
An
it, Sean.
exit plan.
To the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. In the closet. That's my stuff, baby. If I bought it, then please don't touch. See, South African version kills it. Um, all right, cool. Let's leave them behind. And then obviously we had Mika and Justin. Obviously, Laron let us know that Justin does, Mika was calling him for Justin's advice. So, but obviously Mika and Justin, you know, what on for them, and what did you see for them too? What did you guys feel about that particular situation? How do you guys feel about Mika and thing? I still think 4 to 6 hours is a long time. Now I know people at work and stuff, which I wasn't just taking into consideration. But I'm just saying, so what? I can't even get a text in between work. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I know we all got busy works.
Man, you know how we be stalking you? Because you be like 4 to 6 days replying to us.
I do be taking some time to reply. I can't lie to you. It's because I'm gonna
Okay,
see you. I'm gonna see you in another country, guys.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, we're not on an intimate level, but therefore, still. But yeah,
4 to 6 hours is a long time.
I mean, it just depends on how your life is set up. I just always say, don't give somebody early off things that you can't live up to. So if you're calling them and texting them every day, every hour, on the hour, they're gonna expect that. Just put them at your expectations on how you move. So if you calling them every other day, you just call them every other day. Now y'all can compromise as y'all go further down the line. Like, hey, I need a little bit more time for you. We getting more serious in this phase right now. I mean, I know they're just really having a conversation of going forward. This is what I expect of you. But in this phase that they're in right now, just learn each other's process first. Learn how they move before you just be putting these limits. Oh, I need you to be calling me this all this time. Because at the same token, Mika is saying I need 4 to 6 hours, but then you'll put a man on the back burner for your kids. Now, what if your kids is taking more longer to attend to than the 4 to 6 hours? Then you're breaking your own rule. Your kids got some sporting event or you all doing something together for the day. That's your kids' time. So the expectations has to be both on both sides
Yeah.
at the end of the day. But I'm gonna stand by my thing. This is a situationship. So a lot of stuff that Laron wants to tell us about what she's saying about him, it don't really matter because she's not taking the man serious
Don't matter.
anyway. It don't matter. It's a situationship. I talk shit about him a lot of situationships.
4 to 6 hours is just mad. I'm so sorry, especially when you're jumping in the bed with a person and you out here doing up. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm so sorry. Yeah, 4 to 6 hours is
Baby, I'm
egregious
not waking out
if
my
that's
sleep.
regular.
I'm not
If
waking out
that's
my sleep
regular,
for you.
no. If that's regular, that's egregious. That
I'm
is
not waking
egregious.
out my
That is
sleep.
egregious on the highest level with social media and all that we have. 4 to 6 hours. You can't drop a text in between your lunch break. Get the frick out of
Was it
here,
a text
man.
or just a call or just all around communication? What was she asking
Maybe it
for?
was, I think maybe I don't know if she was I don't know if it was a
All
call or
or all around the
I think
communication?
it's like I think he just said he needs time and it space and he basically needs space like 4 to 6 hours. But whenever someone start conversation that way, I just know where it's going.
I kind of need to know, like, are you asking for 4 to 6 hours after you get off of work? Because that's wild to me. Because that's the whole day.
Okay.
If that's what he's saying, that's definitely wild. Like, I need 4 to 6 hours to decompress after I got away from them kids. Like, bro, that's the rest of the day. Because by that time, we ain't got no time together left. You get out at 3, now it's 7, 8, 9.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Okay, maybe okay. So let's say for instance when you and see this is my thing. Y'all know you don't like these people. I'm just gonna be fucking honest. You don't like these people. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore, but y'all just don't like these people because look, let me tell you something. When you like people, yeah, and you like their company, you like their attention, you like their conversation. Some of you don't like your people's attention. I can tell you don't like talking to them. They're bothering you at this point. You know what I mean? Because like you can't. I'm telling you, you can't even drop a little morning like, hey, how you doing? Listen, I'm gonna be at work. I wanted to message you before I go to work because once I get to work, I'm out. I'm out because I can't have my phone or whatever. That's fair. That's fair. Like you know what I mean. There's some jobs where you can't have your phone with you. You know what I'm saying? Which I get. You know what I mean? I totally get that. You can't have your phone on you what job you have. That's understandable. Do you see what I'm saying to you? but he didn't explain it that way. He just said 4 to 6 hours. If I'm explaining, I would have said, listen, well, look, whilst I'm at work, I can't have my phone on me. It wouldn't be 4 to 6 hours. It would just be whilst I'm at work, I can't have my phone on me. But after that, I'm good. Yeah, we want to talk. If you have to say 4 to 6 hours, it includes everything outside of that workplace. Because if it was a workplace thing, you'd have said, oh no, I can't have my phone at work, so I can't talk to you then. You know what I mean? Then that's different. But the fact that he's mentioned hours is telling me I need to know. He gonna be distancing his ass for
Yeah,
that
then that's the
relationship.
problem. That's the whole problem right there. Like, I don't know, for the 6 hours while you sleeping, like, I can give you
Yeah,
that.
you
He
know
gonna be
that
sleep all
don't
right.
count. That don't count. Sleep don't count. You got to be
No,
kidding
I
me.
said I can give you that for the 6 hours while you sleeping, but if you're awake, send me a text, a little emoji or something, do something. I don't know.
Look, I'm with you, Coach, and I know Jay, you somewhere in the middle. But I'm a money long kind of guy. Talk to you for hours, hours and hours. I want to sit up underneath you for hours. Like when I'm
Come
just
on.
getting to like you, there you ain't got to worry about me. And I think that just goes back to if I like you, if I like you, I want to talk to you. Even, well, now as I'm a little older, I don't talk to my friends as much, but when we're younger, you talk to your friends all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's just that kind of thing. And us, hell, we don't
We
damn
talk a
near
lot.
go 4 to 6 hours without texting
Hours.
each other. One of us on the group chat, somebody's talking to somebody, somebody's good. Like I just think like when you're connected with somebody, and you have things in common and you have things to talk about. It just organically happens when you have things in common. And again, that's when it goes back to when you have organic things in common with the person and you truly enjoy each other's company. It's going to be natural for you to have communication. And nobody's going to say, like, every day you sit on the phone with them for hours every day on end.
Yeah.
No, but you should have some level of communication with somebody you're getting to know, where they shouldn't have to be questioning, oh, where are you? You get what I'm saying? And we're not talking about work, we're not talking about sleep. We understand different people's jobs have different, levels where they can communicate, but you can definitely, nobody's working on an oil rig. You can definitely shoot somebody a text. Hey, was thinking about you. How's your day? Can't wait to talk to you after work, right? Because then that's setting expectations about what your day looks like. And that's being intentional about the dating process and where you are. But listen, going back to forget about the tea that gets spilled, sorry. But we can see enough on our screen to know that Justin is kind of somewhere in between. And he's also told us very early on in the process when he was sitting with his boys and he had a couple of the girls over to his place or his boys' place, wherever he was. He was like, I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out between a situationship and a this and a that. I'm paraphrasing, but ultimately that was the vibe that we got. That he's still trying to debating how serious he's gonna be. He's also said like he want kids, but then he don't want kids. So it's a little. I just think they're on a different page, and I think this is the warning sign for Mika. If she didn't see it yet, oh boy is probably not that serious. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going anywhere. But I like to see Mika smile. I love seeing her smile. She looked really happy. She looked like she was enjoying Justin's company. But it's
True.
unfortunate from the way this looks. It's not going nowhere good.
Maybe his 4 to 6 hours includes gym, meditation, and reading. You know what I'm saying? I just need this quiet moment. I got to do my thing. I got my
You gotta wake up
process.
early.
I don't know. I need more context because that was just a chopped up conversation, to be honest. Like,
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
That's fair.
Because I
No,
mean,
that's very fair.
everybody has different things. Like, it's some people do a daily retreat to themselves
Mm.
from the world. They disconnect from all things.
In a
You know,
relationship.
disconnect from all things. I
That's
mean,
why. That's why.
when you
That's why
have,
his divorce is up.
I know, but that's true. But sometimes when you have certain mental, I don't want to say issues or whatever.
No, I
So
get you
you
saying.
have certain mental things and stuff like that. You tend to pull back from the world a lot. So I don't know what's going on in Justin's head overall to be why he needs all of this thing. He's basically said he hasn't had a real relationship in the last 4 to 5 years or whatnot. It's kind of sounding like he's an introverted loner, and some of those people are just used to their space, and so that's going to be a transition that he has to process through when going into a relationship.
No, that's fair. I mean, listen, again, every relationship is gonna be different, isn't it? Some people like a bit more space and everything as well. So it's not it's not 100% that this is a absolute red flag or anything. It's more of something that flagged up. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe I'm projecting a little bit as well because I think in the past 4 to 6 hours is when I'm doing my avoidancy stuff. You know what I'm saying? To you like, but my avoidancy also plays in because I also don't like the person as much as I thought I did. You know what I mean? So when you do get someone that you actually like, and I was even talking to my friend about this, and it happened to her. And it's like you end that in the beginning. I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about in the beginning. That initial stage where you're meant to build up the foundations. If we ain't talking like crazy, when I'm saying talking about crazy, as in that you like each other's company, that you want to be around each other, you want to talk to all the time, yeah, you might want to look at that because, like I said, you have to build a foundation for the rest of your relationship. So the beginning part is the honeymoon phase where you're building a lot of your foundational aspects, which really does do a lot of the work later on. It sets itself up for later on. So yeah, people will do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do in 2 or 3 years time. Like you might stay up, you risk, you go to work buzzing with your eyes all burning because you had a 4 hour conversation with your man or your girl in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? You might have had to say to your friend, listen, I can't talk tonight, I got to call my guy, da 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 da, or call your girl, you know what I'm saying? And you were burning. But after 2 3 years, you're like, I can't do that. It's not sustainable. So the very beginning part is what I'm talking about. That very beginning part is important. Like, so if we are already, someone's already saying 4 to 6 hours, that's what I was kind of picking up on. I was like, he potentially is going to set boundaries very early on about space and gapping. And that oftentimes it's going to get worse. So if we starting at 4 to 6, we probably going to get worse. So it's not that it's not like a absolute red flag. It's just more of a case of a bit more of a thought process. Yeah, go for it, today.
I think if it was just the 4 to 6 hours things by itself, I mean, we could probably say, okay, he's just one of these people who need just a little bit more space. But I think from the beginning, if you got two eyes, you can see that this is a bit of a mixed match with the fact that he speaks out of two sides of his mouth. He clearly wants kids, and he's going after a beautiful woman that has two kids and a small child, you know. I just feel like it's not giving. I'm really trying to enter into a situation where not only do I have to get to know you, but at some point I'm gonna have to get to know at least your small child in the beginning. To me, it just feels like it's just unserious. So let me just stay where I'm at. I talk to you 6 hours or more, and then we could just go from there. I think Justin, because he's mature, he knows how to speak to women. He does the small things like how he followed up with Rashina. He's very smart, so he's not bouncing from woman to woman like Chaz. He's focusing on one woman, right? Like he's doing all the right things. So I think it makes it hard to figure out that he's still unserious, if that makes sense. He's still not serious. He's just doing what it takes to get where he wants to go. That's what he's doing. But being serious, no. So I think this 6 hours thing is just like you said, Kojo. It's for most men, even men who want space. That's a bit of a cover up. In the beginning, most men, even men with space, don't need that much space. They're trying to get to know you. They're trying to be up under you. They want you to know that you're there, that they're there for you. So, um, I don't know. I hope Mika's not getting caught up by it though. That's all. That's my only hope for her is that she's not getting caught up by it because they're a mixed match for lots of different reasons. Yeah. So
Yeah, I think that's the thing. And Seaway made a good point about in the very beginning, um, you're less likely to be disconnecting. I think if you really when we really value a woman and want to build a future with her, we want to give her less room to find somebody else. And especially they're in a ready to love dating process where she potentially could have other connections. You don't want to leave room for that connection to for somebody else's connection to build if you're truly invested in that person. And at this point, we've seen it, and I know Justin came in a little bit later, but anytime, even when we consider the ready to love show, when you see two people that like each other genuinely, they start to lock in. And you start to see locking in and intentionality. Guys, we put our best game up in the beginning. We may wane off towards the middle to the end or at another point, but in the beginning, if we like you, we're putting our best game forward. Now, if you got to ask me 3 4 times about my communication so early on in the process, and this is what I think Koja was saying too, that is somewhat of a red flag, because it means my interest is probably not where it needs to be. And in that gap time where I'm using time for myself, it's probably me thinking like, do I really want this situation? I kind of do want kids, because Justin has waffled back and forth. So he might be like, I like Mika, but I really want kids, and I know she don't want no more kids. I like Mika, but is she really the one that I want to walk to the bridge with? You get what I'm saying? So that space is not good so very early on in the beginning. And I think Mika's antennas are up, rightfully so, because it's probably a sign that it's probably not going anywhere serious if that's what seems like she wants.
Good breakdown. Love that. Good vibes points. Okay. I think we've covered everybody now, right? Because that's the three. Because with Laron and obviously Maya, we've killed it with them. So, um, I think that's it. Mika, Chaz, and Alonzo. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Well, listen, guys, it's been great. It's been amazing. We've had some fun. The ladies and Sean did a great job in questioning Laron. Didn't let him get off. Asked some really good questions. Came at different angles. And give us a great show. So really appreciate you guys being on here. We had 800 people on the show today. So shout out to you guys as well. Those of you who are in the chat, shout out to you guys and members. We've got a membership tomorrow. You know what? I was going to choose one of the topics. I might do one of the topics plus the Diddy thing, because the Diddy thing is blown up right now. You know what I mean? People, Diddy out here without a house. Did he do it? Looks like he did. You know what I mean? So we might have to discuss that as well tomorrow as well, because I think that's going to be an important topic currently in the sphere. And then I'll add another topic underneath it as well. But yeah, so make sure you guys are tuning for membership tomorrow. I've also got a live with Dominique as well, because I got one up. I just remembered I got one at 5:30 with him. So Dom is gonna be here at 5:30. So I said 5:30
5:30
p.m.
Eastern.
Yeah. What time? Wait, what time's your thingy?
No, we'll have it at 4, so that'll be enough time.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, I can get to watch my show in. So yeah, 5:30, and then I will have our members live at 8 p.m. EST. It's gonna be a late one for me Tuesday night, but I'm sleeping late because I can't do it. I'm no longer young, guys. But yes, Sean, if you can just give us the someone said hashtag no Diddy. I love Lens Reviews. Shout out to him as well, guys. Appreciate you as well. I'm gonna put a post up actually as well.
That's the new pause, no Diddy. That's the new
No
pause.
Diddy, yeah.
Yeah. So whenever you have a pausable moment, just say no Diddy.
I gotta say no Diddy. I gotta add that too. Oh damn.
No, just when you have a pausable moment, just say no Diddy.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be saying some questionable stuff. Okay, so but also I'm gonna put up a post later on as well, guys, for membership people. I want to some relationship couples, I want to start interviewing some people on YouTube. I've got a few couples lined up, so I want to start interviewing some relationship couples already on YouTube, just so they can tell us their little story of how they came together, like that, blah blah blah. I like that kind of stuff. So, and I've been watching a lot of those kind of videos. So if you've got a relationship couple that you want me to kind of like reach out to, try and interact with, or if you've got a connection with them as well, that's good. That's even better. You can save me the trouble, and you can connect us as well. That'd be really good. So I'll put up a post for it, because I want to start interviewing couples and that as well. Yes, Jay.
Do Courtney and Eddie send some stupid person in your comment, and I'm gonna clearly call them stupid. Gonna sit here and try to tell me that I called that lady Miss Courtney corny. They clearly can't hear with their dumb ass. But yes, do them because I like them. I like them. I was giving her props for calling Laron and stuff, and they dumb ass want to come in your comments being stupid.
Damn.
I love you, Jay.
Okay, benediction time, no?
Jay,
Damn.
what's the fire sign?
I never expected that. I never expected it.
Stand up.
All
Deacon.
righty. Well, listen. Can we end with peace? So, please let's just be peaceful, in the comments with one another, and let's be peaceful, in our relationships. And, thank you, LaRon. I'm gonna start off with the thanks. We're gonna sandwich it for you, bro. We thank you for coming up and allowing us to talk to you, and really ask you some questions. We appreciate you, for sitting through that. But we really want you to do better. And if you're watching, we know you watch, we know you support the channel. If you're watching, we really encourage you to do better, be better. Relationships should not be conditional, right? If you care about people, you should be the best version of yourself for yourself. And despite what you may think the other person is doing, right? So hold yourself to that standard, hold yourself accountable. Let's talk to each other. Words matter. So how we speak in our relationships are super important. How we talk about people, the words we use to describe them, all are important because they connect to our heart, right? So we want to make sure our words match how we feel, and when they don't, then we need to correct those things. The relationships that we saw play out on the show. Listen, I said it earlier, Patrice. Listen, if you don't want him, then don't talk to him, but don't drag him along. Don't bare minimum him. We don't like when guys do that to women. So please don't do that to a guy. If you don't like him, don't string him along. Don't have him jumping through hoops that he's never going to reach. Be honest. Just be honest. Let's be real. And when it comes to Chaz, our good brother Chaz and Vanessa, honesty is the best policy. We always go with honesty. So if we're honest and we're true, then we don't have to replay the events. We don't have to catch receipts. We don't need to rewind the tapes. We don't have to worry about editing, because when we are being honest, then it all can't be chopped and spliced if we are being honest. So be honest. Be honest with yourselves first, and then be honest with those who you're in relationships with. It's very, very important. Back to you, coach.
So anyway, yes, guys, listen, appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we'll be back again, action packed, ready to go, baby. So listen, we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another great shows, and the members live only later on at 8 p.m. EST as well. Got Dom at 5:30, and we'll be on another round talking about Summer's House, which I need to watch. So tomorrow my day is gonna be a little bit more lighter as well. So listen, guys, thank you so much. Oh, before I go, let me first and foremost shout out to all the people that also sent a super chat in. Thank you. You guys really killed it. Did so well. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to another round for the 5, giftings for you guys. Again, I really do appreciate this. It means that people get to be a part of the show, and it means that when you listen, you got to take over, guys. Okay, all right? So it doesn't stay that way, all right? So, but shout out to another round,
Here we go, like that.
Also, we also had under the olive branches joining the giftings as well. Shout out to you. We appreciate you. I love when they get into competition. It makes me feel nice. Chaz, I need you to pay attention to the soft life that's being created here. We also had Aries as well, dropping again as well some great memberships for people as well, so they can also be part of the channel too.
Here we go, like that.
Shout out to you too, Aries. And then we had it's my way, see way, son.
Your way.
A cease and desist way came up with the giftings as well. Shout out to you, big sis. We appreciate you as always as well, showing us where the power and the money lies as well. We appreciate you, ladies. Okay, you guys are supporting the ministry like Susa and other woman who was supporting Jesus in his ministry. We appreciate you. You know what I mean? We appreciate you. Okay, man, them. I need you to get with it, okay? Don't let these ladies do all the wild work, okay? All right? I need y'all to support the soft life over here. But no, I really do appreciate you. Let's drop a little song.
Here we go.
Shout out, baby. Listen, audience, thank you so much. All of you guys who sent a super chat in, thank you so much as well. Honestly, it's appreciated today. Y'all killed it. Okay, someone said hashtag black women. I appreciate. Yeah, this is why I love black women. It's why we love black women around here. Okay, we can only date black. Okay, all right. No offense to anybody else who isn't of a particular color, but it's black around here. Listen. Yes, see
I'm
way.
gonna shout out my TikTok.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead. You deserve to shout your TikTok. Go on, darling.
If you guys like sports, anything NBA, follow my TikTok. It's Seaway's World Esquire. If you like all of my Bulls content and my sports content, and if you like this type of stuff, follow me at As Told by Seaway. I'm gonna start posting more over there. I need to do more. But those are my TikToks.
Well, you got 2 TikToks.
Yeah, because
Not you taking over the world.
I don't want my sports people interacting with the other stuff, because those are two different people.
You mean when you're cussing them out?
Yeah, but follow both of them. Honestly, you can support. You ain't gotta watch the other stuff. So
It's my way. Yes, Seaway. Jay, do you have anything you wanna your channel and everything? Let them know. So we can
Yeah,
support them
shout out to
tomorrow.
all the plus ones out there in the chat tonight. Congratulate yourselves by hitting that like button. I appreciate you, plus ones up in here, because apparently we all plus ones in Kojo's chat. And y'all can follow me on Another Round JS on here on YouTube and on Instagram. It's Another Round _JS. So you can follow me there. And like I said, we'll be here tomorrow with Martha Vineyard Summer House. So from you, babe.
Shout out to Jay for over 1,000 and climbing 1,220 something the last time I saw. So keep climbing, baby girl. We love you.
Shout out to those people that's following me. It's y'all doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep showing the love. I love interacting with y'all. Y'all are a riot and hilarious. I love it.
And they active. We be going crazy over there.
Yeah,
y'all really be doing a riot over there. clearly, I've put too much reins on you guys. Y'all got no restraint.
The reins is off over there. We are polite over here, but the reins is off over here.
It's given after dark, after hours. Maybe like the suit and the tie is loose. It's given.
Hey, it's a local pub, baby. This is for drinks and stuff. This is where you wind down after your busy work schedule. You come over.
I'm not mad at it. That's why I'm around.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
Get another one in, baby.
Get another one in.
Drinks
and another
me.
one.
And another one. And another one. All right, let me behave. All right, guys, listen, I appreciate you a lot. Stay locked, stay loaded. We appreciate you. We'll see you again tomorrow night. And like I said, we'll be on another round earlier on as well, talking about Marvin's Vineyard. Is it Marvin's Vineyard? Marvin's Vineyard.
Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Summer House, Marvin's Vineyard.
Not Marvin.
Not Marvin. Is that Marvin?
Martha.
Oh, Martha. Oh, sorry, Martha. Oh, Martha, you worry about much things, but be like Mary, sit at the feet of Jesus. Look, anyway, listen, guys, I'm gonna go. You can tell the Bible's really in me now. I've been quoting scriptures everywhere. It doesn't even fit. But listen, we appreciate you lot. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again very, very soon. Tomorrow night we go again as well. Much love, much appreciation. Oh, we got a new member too, Jay So. Yay! That's what we're talking about. We love to see that.
So. Welcome.
Come on now. Welcome to the club. All right, guys, we're gonna bounce. We're gonna leave. And we appreciate you. All right.
Let the challenge